Hello.
I blame Floyd. Floyd's got to get on there and have a macro for check mutes, check mutes, check
No,
mutes.
this was earlier when I said, "Hey Jack, why don't you turn it on so that we're ahead of the game?" He said, "No, we're good." Here we are once again.
And I also said, remind me when I say we're going live to unmute it so that I don't forget again this time.
Just turn it on early, yo.
It is.
Says, I feel like
It
it's
is kind of. It is kind of intentional. Yeah.
It's our thing.
It is.
This is our new running thing. We didn't want it, but it is. Do
Own
it
it.
long enough.
Own it. Own it.
I mean, I think it's kind of self-perpetuating itself.
Right.
I think it's just you, bro. It's just you.
No, I believe you're all involved in this energy that's happening here.
So, hey, is Father Albright in this one? What's going on with that?
He said he's gonna watch.
Well, he's already said, "Hey, what's up? What's up?"
Yeah.
That's right. He needs to play Father Albright like Father Walken.
Yeah.
Hello, my son. Come, receive your blessing.
Buckwheats for everyone.
Hey, Mark.
Yo.
Do you have the Dogs of War World of Darkness book?
I do not. I've got the Armory and the Hunter Vigil and the Core rulebook, but not the Dogs of War. That sounds cool.
Hey, Mark.
So a couple weeks ago, it's probably like the equivalent of people getting drunk and going on Amazon and spending a bunch of money. I just like lay in bed and read books and then get a craving to buy new books, and I bought like 5 or 6 new World of Darkness books.
Wow, nice.
Off of like Amazon and eBay and stuff like that. And so I got the Armory one. I got
cheaper. Hey, look at this one.
I got the Asylum one. Mysterious Places, Ghosts, Ghouls. Dogs of War is one, and it looks like it's all military, like World of Darkness military characters.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I like that. I'll buy that for $1.
Buy it for $1.50. Bucko 5.
It's the cost of freedom.
Exactly how much freedom costs. All right, I'm going to get a new tea, and then we will get rocking and rolling.
Fantabulous.
Can anybody?
I'm gonna go get another bevy.
Can anybody recappage? See, this is why I like to wait, because then we get started. I go live, and everybody goes, "Oh, I'm leaving. See ya."
Sure. And I'm out.
They're like, "Nah, man, go live. Just do it. Just hit the button. Just do it."
Come on, Grandpa Rick. Just go live.
That's what happens when you listen to Matt.
I know, right? It's almost exclusively a bad idea all the time.
Right.
Welcome to my world. Did something go wrong?
And just remember that you're the guy giving advice to a lot of other guys.
Dude, you have no idea. It is a scary fucking thing how many guys I give advice to.
I know.
Life-saving advice.
I was the recipient of some of that life-saving advice once.
And look at you today.
And look at me today. Look at that. Look at that.
The man owns a suit.
I know. You might actually think that I had this before I started playing this game.
Hey, Mark was a recipient of some of my life-saving advice.
I don't know if I would call it advice. I think it would be kind of like watch this shit.
Hey,
let's see if he actually does it.
All I'm saying is there have been times where people have said, "Can it be done?" And I prove that it can.
When you're
the builder.
And I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry
That's what got me into a rodeo.
Oh yeah, dude. I was gonna do that. That was before I was deployed, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes, that was 04.
Yeah, I still had good feet.
Let me tell you about the time back in 04, before the .com crash.
You gotta say '04.
That was 04. That was. Let me tell you about a time before I got old.
I
Do
remember
stupid
back,
I can
shit.
tell you about Odd 4. Back
in
then.
05.
Back before I hurt when I fell.
Yeah,
Price of gold was lower than a pot of rancid bear grease.
Basically, actually, that little adventure was monetarily driven as well, because they said you can win $500 if you win that rodeo. I said I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said,
How long
"I'm
did you
in."
make it?
Followed immediately by, what the fuck is a rodeo?
4.5 seconds.
4.5 seconds. That's pretty cool.
4.5 seconds on a 2,000-pound piece of meat that was really pissed off.
Ooh. Sounds like the intro to a great porno.
Could barely get my legs around it.
Was it a bull or a bronco?
It was a bull.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, on my Facebook, go look at my pictures. It's in the pictures.
And you
one
had
of the
never
albums.
done any rodeo before, ever?
Oh no, I rode a mechanical bull once
Nice.
at another biker rally in Laughlin.
And you were like, fuck this, hold my beer, I got this shit.
basically they said, hey Matt, there's a rodeo for bikers. You got to have a motorcycle license, and they said the winner gets $500. And we had just ridden like 800 miles, and so I was like, fuck it, I could do it. And so then we go over there, and they said, hey, draw from this hat. I thought it was a mechanical bull. They're like, it's a mechanical bull. I'm like, cool, I could do that shit. They pull out a little thing, they open up, they get the hat, they pull it out, and they're like, here's your bull. And I'm like, here's my bull. They said the name of the bull was Oh Yeah. And I'm like, why am I drawing a token for a mechanical bull? And they're like, no. Go around the corner and go look at the bulls. And I'm like, come again? So I walk around. I walk around where I drew from, and there's a fucking pen of like 30 bulls with big fucking horns. And I was like, oh, this is a terrible idea. I already committed by that point. I was like, well, I already said I was going to do it, so I'm in. And turns out there's a couple bull riders from New Mexico that were there that couldn't ride because they were pros. And they tell me, they're like, hey, bro, when you get up there, you need to stand on the rails before you drop in and drive your knees into the bull's back and then slide your legs around it. I'm like, I got this. I can do that. And they said, so then you drop on him and then you slide your knees around so he knows you're there. And I'm like, okay. And they go, you need a glove. So they give me this like leather glove, and they go, oh, cool. Wrap it up tight and keep it right in your crotch. I'm like, I got this. So I stand up there, I get in there, and I'm like freaking out because there's this big fucking black bull that's already pissed off because it's in a pen. I drop my knees into it like I'm dropping my knees onto somebody's neck, right? Bam, hit it, slide my legs around. This bull flips its head back, tries to bite me. I punch it in the nose because I'm like, oh, bam, and I hit it. And then this guy cattle prods it with a fucking electric prod. And I'm like, fuck, dude, what are you doing? Boom, there I go. It does a couple of 180s, jumps, snot, spit everywhere. Oh, fuck, it was insane. I get off. I get off the ground 4 seconds later, jump up, grab my hat. I ran to the railing, and then I pulled a classic cowboy. I jumped up on the railing, threw my hat in the air. I'm like, yeah! And then they're like, 4.4 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck? 4.4?
At that moment, I felt the bull's horn pierce my anus.
Dude, I'm telling you, I have there was some pretty intense shit. And then the next day we get on our Harleys and ride 800 miles home, and I have never been so sore on the inside of my thighs ever. It felt like somebody had taken a 2x4 and smacked me on both thighs inside my legs. And
Hey,
I'm
Matt, I just like to say, you're a gigantic pussy.
hey, Chris, here's what I gotta say. Judge with your eyes, not with your mouth.
I love you, bro.
It was fucking insane. It was awesome. Never rode a bull again.
Fuck, now I feel like I need to ride a bull. That sounds awesome.
Hey, you live in Texas, bro. You can do
I
that
know.
shit.
I know they're just walking down the street.
I
around
know.
here. Just hop on.
Come on, man. You're in Texas. For God's sake.
For God's sake. So where somebody needs to secondary.
Right? I'm like, sweet Echo. Yeah.
Did we just lose our dungeon master?
We did just lose our dungeon master.
We did. He said his internet went. He said his internet went out.
Oh, that's right. So
You
that's
see-
that's just one single adventure of random shit I do.
Pretty awesome. I dig it.
Yeah.
Hey, last
That's
weekend
definitely
somebody
awesome.
said they go, hey, can you drive an RV? I said, how big is it? He said 32 feet. I said, fuck yeah, I can drive a 32-foot RV. He said, have you ever? I'm like, maybe.
About to.
I'm about to.
I'm about to learn.
That's right.
I said, you need a Class A license? He said, no. I said, fuck yeah, I can drive that shit. I can drive it.
Does it got insurance? Yes. All right, then
Yes,
fuck
I
yeah, I
can.
can drive this thing.
Add me to the insurance and I'll drive that bitch.
Awesome.
Felt like I was driving a bus, dude. It's one of those ones where the steering wheel's flat, where you're like fucking doing this
Ah.
Yeah.
Bluff to me.
shit.
Bluff to me. He's on a bluff to me.
For all of those watching, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Indeed.
Who do we got? Ex Nidra, Streamlabs, another TV viewer, and Duck.
DJ activation.
Yeah, but we know who DJ is.
We do.
I'm just calling out people we don't know.
That's Jay
Yeah,
Jones.
DJ activation is going to be Father Albright for those of you in the audience.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
He won the mystery drawing for people that watch the stream to get to play characters. So congratulations, TJ Activation!
Basically, he did such a shitty job on our audio that we.
As his punishment, he now has to play with us.
Now you have to play.
Oh, you poor creature.
Poor creature.
Oh, the punishment.
Punishment. Wait.
So were we asking for a recap?
Let's do a recap because.
All right. So this is what I have from last time. We went to
You need to do it
St.
in
Mike.
Jeb's. Hey, whoa! You need to do it in Jeb's voice.
So we all moseyed on over to St. Michael's Missionary Baptist Church. It's good, you know. I mean, I grew up Southern Baptist, so that's some good stuff right there. We talked to that Father Mugabe guy, and seems like he's in the know for what happened over there at Garfield Park. And he was with the Joneses. That's Alice's family, Alice Jones, and then her mom, Pa, Martha, and Freddie Jones. They was all there with Father Magaji, and we was talking, questioning her, and she was talking about she was seeing some guys. She called them. She said she saw a blue green skinned guy, a Zac Efron looking guy, whoever the fuck Zac Efron is. Never heard of her. Yellow, green, white guy, and a scarecrow guy. She said that they was, giving her suggestions and whatnot, talking around the room. And I tried to talk to her, but then Father Mugabe got a little upset because, I guess I must have told him that I wasn't going to say nothing or do nothing. But, situations change and whatnot. So, that's where we at right now. We's talking with little old Alice and her parents and Father Magaji.
That's right.
Didn't we? Hey Jeb, I'm not gonna say we missed something, but didn't we leave that place recapped in the parking lot?
We may have.
Yeah, we did. We left.
Okay.
We recapped with Father Albright, and I think we were gonna go from there. We were gonna get ready to go have that conversation with Max
Maxwell.
Maxwell.
That could be yes.
Maxwell.
We had a recap with Father Albright, and he said he was going to go meet with his folks and get approval to do an exorcism because we couldn't do the exorcism without the approval of the uppers.
The uppers and the downers.
Well, we would get the uppers from Bartholomew if we wanted to get some uppers, but
What?
he needed approval from his clergy, as it were, as it be.
My name.
Don't worry about it, Bart. Don't worry, we're good.
All right. Thanks.
But we need to go talk to Maxwell.
Yeah, it's still really ain't looking too forward to that. I think he's gonna be pissed. He's gonna be.
That's
angry.
only if we do we know if them vamps they read minds?
Oh, I don't know. He did some crazy mind shit on me before. So
Because we don't have to tell him that we gave his kid away.
no, that's true. I'm just
I mean,
telling you. What's up.
I'm just saying I'm a big believer in don't answer the questions that aren't asked. So we don't have to tell him that if he asks where his kid is, we might be able to tell him where he is, but we don't have to tell him we put him there.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Don't ask,
Yeah.
don't tell. I've heard.
We ought to go in there assuming that he's gonna be hotter than a burning stump. So
Well, he can
We
be
don't
hot. We just don't need to offer a bunch of shit up that we don't necessarily
There's a chance.
No.
There's a chance that he already knows, anyways. And I
yeah, I
believe,
think we ought to have something.
Well, if he knows, then we may go in guns blazing. Fuck it.
I also believe that would be an exceedingly bad idea.
Well, I don't have very many ideas except talk to him or shoot him. I mean, come on. I don't know what you want from me, but that's about what I get. I either talk to him or I shoot him.
Well, we can
That's
we
why,
can talk.
that's why you're not our leader, Tommy.
That is a guaranteed fact right there.
Well, we can talk to them.
Guarantee.
Yeah.
We can talk to
Other-
them without
Without shooting them?
without lying to them or.
Hey, whoa. I didn't say lie. I just said leave some of the obvious truths out of it. It's like when you're filling out an after-action report. You don't always put everything in there. You just put in the important stuff.
Well, I
Right.
suppose there is. He did say that he wanted to make sure that the Edwin H. Mott wasn't gonna reach Chicago.
Did it?
And, it didn't.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I believe that was right. Right? Yeah. Max. Wait, is it? Oh shit! No, that's Sewer Max. We're going to talk to Maxwell. Yeah, fuck this guy. Yeah, I think he's gonna fucking try to kill us.
Well, then we better be loaded for bear.
Yeah, I'm fixing to.
Do silver
believe-
bullets work on them?
I
Aren't you
believe
guys always loaded for bear?
So just to be clear, we are going to visit Sewer Vampire Max.
No.
No, we're going to visit Maxwell. Like Sewer Max. I mean, I want to kill that motherfucker too, but different reason. And I think he's got reason to be happy with us because we done what he wanted. You know, he said.
So we're going to visit Werewolf Axel. Is that correct?
Somebody say something about werewolves?
No, we're Maxwell. That's
Maxwell.
who
Maxwell's
yeah,
another
he's the other vampire. He's the other bloodsucker that we've been talking about. I know it's a bit confusing. We got two of them both.
Okay. Vampire Maxwell.
Yes.
Okay. Too many Maxes.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough dead ones.
Yeah. Hopefully
mean,
after tonight,
We'll go talk to them.
Too many Maxes and too many Axels.
I believe.
I don't know any axles.
I believe that we had discussed myself and perhaps Caleb going in to speak with Maxwell while you hunters set up a perimeter around the location. Is that not still what we were planning on doing? Or perhaps Bartholomew too, I think, was going to go with us.
What?
Maybe not.
Yeah, right. Look, I heard somebody say loaded earlier. If I could get you both.
Loaded as a bear.
I could
Bart.
get you
Loaded as a
loaded
bar.
and loaded. I'm just saying. So if anybody needs any, either loaded or loaded, I could get you loaded.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend.
Right. All right.
Well, I don't mind setting up a perimeter. Because I'm afraid if I get in there, I might just shoot him.
I believe that he also has some information we can use that will help us understand what's going on here in Chicago, and also perhaps ultimately leading us to the demon with the yellow-toothed grin.
Well,
Is
we
there
know that
anything we
demon's
know-
in Alice, so
Yeah. And I believe last time we were talking to Supermax, I was asking him about the demon with the yellow-toothed grin. I don't know that he really gave a fucking two shits about that, but let's see.
But if we killed Alice, which we ain't gonna do, we wouldn't be killing the demon. We got to exorcise him, which means Father Albright needs to get in there and get the authority to do it.
Yeah, I say we. I don't know. I think if we go and talk to this Maxwell, we just go in prepared for him to be fucking, angry in the hornet's nest, because he ain't got no good reason to talk to us except to fucking, slit our throats for doing what we did to his kid.
I say we don't all go in. Keep some of us in reserve. That way
Good with that.
That way he can't keep all of us. He can't get all of us in the same place at the same time.
All right. Sorry,
I'm
guys.
good with that. We're just planning. We're good.
My deepest and most sincere apologies for the technical
accept it.
difficulties.
You can make it up by knocking Maxwell the vampire down a few levels.
Oh.
You're good for a few experience points, I think, and then we're good.
That's a good idea, though.
I don't even know how experience points work in this game, so we'll be good.
Make him susceptible to knuckle sandwiches too.
Yeah, if you could give him a weakness and let us know about it, we'll be pretty good.
His weakness is sunlight.
He's a
We should
vampire.
meet him in the daytime then, is what I'm thinking, right before dawn.
That might be a good thing. Yeah, I know. I'm in a completely different room, even though I know it still looks like Chicago.
Chicago.
We lost
Chicago
Chris.
This is what Chicago looks like, isn't it? Hold on. It looks like this.
That's Gotham.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. I know.
Like, exactly, Chicago.
They pull a knife, you pull a gun. They send one of your men to the hospital, you send one of theirs to the morgue. That's the Chicago way.
That was
Untouchables.
that was in Space Force.
That was in Untouchables.
It was in Space Force.
Untouchables and Space Force.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
The Untouchable Space Force.
The
So
Untouchables.
we
Wait,
have
did
an
we do
idea.
did we do a recap, guys?
We already did.
Okay.
We've already decided what we're doing, but I ain't the leader, so I'll let the leader decide. Tell you. Who is
Is
our
there
leader?
a leader?
Yeah, I'm the leader of this chicken shit outfit. Let's go kill us a fucking vampire. Yeehaw!
I'll back up, Jeb.
Nice.
Grab your linen and start your grinning.
If you're the leader, Jeb, I'm going to sue for better management.
I believe Finn might beg to differ.
Yeah, Finn,
That's
speak
right.
up.
Break off.
John.
Speak up, Finn.
I don't follow any leaders.
I don't know
Mic
what the
on.
fuck is going on, dude.
Just like every leader we got.
What up, John? What up?
That's
I
like
have
your
to-
Kramer entrance, dude. Like, that's how you always do it. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like Kramer.
I have to keep Jeb from being racist, I think.
Good luck.
Not my job.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you guys are in the parking lot of the church. I don't have that up.
What
right
was the
now.
name of the church again?
I'm looking at it.
Our Lady
Saint
of Sorrows.
Michael,
Oh,
St. Michael Missionary Baptist Church.
Missionary Baptist
Yep.
Church, Chicago. Boom. Yay! I done already had it. And we're in the parking lot. Oh, this is just so fun. I love Google Maps. I think it's a great program.
Mhm.
Is it this one, Greg? Is this the one that you got?
Well, this is the main World of Darkness book.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, I've got that Hunter the Vigil book too. The same one that you showed. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
That's the Hunter one.
Yeah.
But the main World of Darkness one just looks like this.
Dude, I'm gonna have to get those
Of course,
books.
I'm in a dark room and the cover is dark. So it doesn't really help.
You guys are assholes making me buy new books.
That's good for you.
So they got a legit smoker set up in the back. I don't know if you guys see that.
I got
Oh, yeah,
one of
look at
those
that.
too. It's my bad.
Good old. Oh, see, that is a Southern Baptist Church right there.
That looks like my backyard.
No grass, a bunch of asphalt, and a smoker.
When's
Welcome to
brisket
California.
gonna be ready?
Welcome to California, fool.
All
I
you need,
showed
all
you.
you need is a,
Did I show?
all you
I'm gonna
need is a
post
beer,
a
a beer fridge, and you're set.
Do y'all
I'll
do
send a
brisket
picture.
in California?
What's that?
Y'all do brisket?
Oh fuck yeah! I got a 15-pounder in my fridge right now.
Nice. I had no idea about brisket till I moved to Texas. I was like, "The fuck is brisket?" And then they're like, "Oh, it's the best. It's the greatest thing." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then I went to the fucking grocery store and I'm like looking and it's like, $2.99 a pound. I was like, "This is the best? What the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh, okay. You smoke it for like 24 hours and it gets really good." But I was thinking it was gonna be like filet mignon price or something.
No, it's the way you cook it.
That smoker is good for cooking werewolves. Fuck yes.
Tasty.
See if I have a.
Wow. All right.
Are we ready to rock and roll?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. So you guys just got done with meeting the Joneses.
We recapped.
Yeah, and you guys were walking back. You guys were in the parking lot of the church. And
Albright needs approval. Authority.
what do you mean by that?
He needs authority to do his deal.
Yeah. So he needs to go to the church and get permission from his higher ups to perform an actual sanctioned exorcist. And that's where you guys were at. Was there any other kind of conversations that you guys were looking at having? Any other questions?
Is that a leading question? Should we be?
Would there be any way that any one of us, hey Floyd, like you got any info on this Maxwell? I mean, I'd love to go in there with something else in my dick in my hand. I mean, if we could have something to fucking hold over him, just so he doesn't just fucking start killing us as soon as we step foot. Fucking
Does Albright know anybody? Anything about him? He is in his city.
The impression that you get from Albright is that he is not real familiar with that that area of supernatural expertise.
All right, fuck it. We got our guns. Let's fucking go. See what this motherfucker has to say. But I swear to fucking God, Albright, you can be my fucking witness. That goddamn bloodsucker starts using his fucking brain powers on me again. I'm fucking putting 2 in the chest and 1 in the goddamn head.
I thought that was Max that did that, not Maxwell.
You're
Max
correct.
Maxwell, I don't give a goddamn. Any of these fucking bloodsuckers start messing with my goddamn noggin.
Yes, well. Again,
You guys hear a commotion coming from the north side of the parking lot, the alley area.
kind of the
What kind-
direction
what do you
from
mean
the
a commo-
camera.
What do you mean a commotion? Like a lot of people? Like
Yeah,
what-
you hear like some people walking. There's
Conversation?
some voices.
Is it from the direction of the
loud.
apartment building, or is it from the opposite direction?
Like
behind the church?
Yeah, behind the church.
Okay, so like over,
All right, Tom.
over here.
Let's recon this. We got possible.
Tommy, I'm
possible
gonna peel off and start cruising that direction.
Okay, you guys are in the parking lot right now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna slide.
I'm gonna-
see.
So if you're looking at the map, it's between the church and like Taste
Well, we
Bud
don't-
1 Inc.
We don't have the map up.
Yeah, what was the coordinates
Hey,
again?
Jack, you want to throw the map up?
I can
Kinda-
throw it up here.
I kind of like the visual of the.
All right, you throw that up and let Coops throw it up and roll 20. You keep yours
Yep, I will.
and Twitch it. Twitch it.
Kuboy Khan post.
Well, I put it in the Twitch.
You put it in the. You put it in the Twitch. So that everybody watching can follow along.
Yeah. I guess.
Are we out there with the actual Father Albright, or we're with the other other guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're with both of the priests.
I'm gonna say, Father, you may want to step inside. I'm not sure. There may be gunplay.
Says it's all right.
I'm sorry.
That's first
What's
party.
happening?
I'm not afraid.
That didn't give me the actual address. That didn't.
Did somebody say there's gunplay?
Oh, that wakes you up, does it?
Yeah, right.
There's about to be loud bangs, Mr.
No,
Britishman.
there's- Good. Well, okay. Thanks for letting me know. I'm
It's
ready.
not giving me anything.
I'm ready.
I will put it in.
I see where we're at.
There we
Says
go.
Can't find it.
Now it's in the roll 20.
I think
Same thing. It's not opening.
I got it just fine. Suck.
Oh, there we are. Okay, I got it.
why the fuck isn't this fucking thing not? Oh, never mind. I got it.
All right, so
That about
where is
that
this
about
place?
sums it up. So we're at St. Michael's Missionary Baptist Church,
Yep.
Why am I?
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
and we're in the parking lot.
Which is
You're in the
right,
parking lot. Yep.
Which is kind of right.
And from the alley, you see what looks to be, I don't know, like 7 to 10 individuals who are walking up. Got a little bit of a strut to their step.
Nationality.
Nationality, race is all African American.
Tommy
women.
is gonna peel off and kind of position himself in between Albright and the crew, or in the rest of the group.
Okay.
Kind of turned at a not a 90 degree, but more like a 70 degree angle, so that my back is not to them, but I'm still open to the conversation, yet angled, so they're still in my line of fire.
Okay, what part of the parking lot are you in?
I think we are.
So I don't know if you guys are watching the stream, but I'm kind of circling the smoker in the parking lot where we were viewing from before on the other screen.
Okay,
So this
I see.
right here.
Zoom in if you would, Jack. Zoom
Oh,
in.
all right. I was looking at the wrong things.
Yeah. So zoom in on that, Jack. Bring it up.
This is as zoomed in as it gets, man. I can either do that or I can move back to
Yeah,
this screen.
That's just like that is what I'm saying. Okay,
And the-
so the alley is to the right. The alley is to the right.
We're in the alley here, so this is the smoker, right? And it's on the side of the fence.
You
Right
can't
here.
see that because our
Sure you
Oh, look at that. All right.
Yeah,
Alright.
I actually.
And there's the alley.
I mean, this works.
Okay. So they're cruising down the alley and that gate is shut. Is that so, Mark or Coobs? Or is that gate open?
So actually, the parking lot that I had you guys in,
Is the one without the smoker?
yeah, it's the larger one.
Oh, so I was looking at the right
over here.
Yeah.
On the other side. Okay, take us to the other side.
That makes a little bit more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
So
I
right-
thought
right
where
up
the
in Monroe
two
and
trees
Carlisle.
were. Yeah. So
Here's
if
where
you
they're
zoom
coming
down
from.
on that,
This is the way that they'd be walking toward us.
Yes. Yes, that is correct.
coming from there,
And then
there we go.
And here's the parking lot we're in now.
Yeah. So if you were to stop it right there and turn to the right, and you see those two sawhorses, I imagine we're in the middle underneath that first tree, and I'm going to be, but like not at the sawhorse, but maybe about 5 steps away from the group now, turned, angled towards the people coming up the alley.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna call out on the TFV radio on my headset and just say, yeah, we got ID. We got what did you say? 8 to 10.
Yep. 7 to 10, somewhere around there.
We got 7 to 10 possible hostiles approaching. We're just gonna sit back and observe here. Like I said, do not open fire. We're gonna wait, see if we can get a positive ID.
And you put that out on Hunter Comms?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Church doors. Wait, what day is it?
Friday.
Not churchgoers. Albright, Father,
Mm-hmm.
you know these guys? Locals?
Nope. They're probably local.
All right.
I start humming loudly the final countdown. I start going.
Europe, nice.
I dig it.
Are you gonna start doing magic tricks next?
All right, these guys. There's a small gate in the alley that they slide open, and they are walking in the parking lot towards your group. One of them is kind of out in front. Something of a bigger guy. Real kind of diverse when it comes to height, build. There's one guy who's a big old boy. But they walk up and the guy in front says, "Hey, what's your business around here? Heard you guys might have been harassing some of our neighbors around here, and that's not really appreciated."
We're just talking to the father here.
Father Albright walks up. He's like, "Guys, it's okay. We were working with the family who had a little bit of a stressful situation, and we were just trying to help them out." And the guy up in front says, "Well, that's not what it looks like from what we heard."
Well, who are you?
Let's just say that I'm a guy who watches out for my neighbors.
I'm gonna ask again. What'd you hear?
I can respect that. I watch out for my neighbors too, but trust me, we're just talking. That's all. We're not doing anything. We're not harassing anyone. We're just talking.
I'm
All
feeling
right.
a little bit harassed.
You're feeling harassed by these guys?
That's what I say. I'm feeling a little bit harassed.
Are you saying that or just expressing yourself?
No, I'm saying it.
Oh, God.
Let's just say that I'm in character and I'm gonna be in character.
All right.
I'm feeling a little bit harassed.
So you're kind of hiding, but then you kind of yell that out?
I'm not hiding. I'm in front of everybody else.
Oh, okay. All right.
Remember, I turned to be positioned between the group and the incoming.
Gotcha.
And so I figured that they if this guy approached, he'd probably be closest to me.
Okay. So they came from the north alley, and they are probably standing. If you see like the tree in the middle of the parking lot.
Do you see the sawhorses?
Yeah. They're like standing like kind of in front of the sawhorses.
And I would be standing right about the other side of those sawhorses, right about, like I said, about 5 feet off the group. And he walks up. He's probably 10 feet from me, and he's like, "What are y'all doing?" And you are harassing my neighbors. And I said, and Floyd had said, "We ain't doing shit. Go fuck yourself," basically in Floyd language. and I said, "I'm feeling a little bit harassed," where 9 dudes come strolling up and, asking questions when we're in the middle of a church parking lot with the father.
So Floyd will kind of, trot up to where Tommy is and just kind of put a hand on his shoulder and say, "They're not harassing us either. Nobody is harassing anyone. They're just asking us about their neighbors. No harm in that. And we're just telling them we're not doing anything with their neighbors."
I'm not. I've never touched a neighbor.
We're sitting in the church parking lot with the father.
I don't even know what a neighbor looks like, really.
So what can we do for you fellas?
Bartholomew and say, "He's brain damaged. Don't mind him."
Yeah, right, he is, right?
Let's see here.
Exactly.
Coops.
Yo.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a roll.
Okay. What kind of roll?
Avoidance. I'm gonna make a avoidance tactics.
Okay. Jack. Check whispers, please.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Hey, I've got 3 dots in Streetwise.
Okay.
Does that help me kind of figure out, like, Floyd's kind of trying to gauge, are these guys just questioning, or do they look hostile, like they've already made up their minds, or are they seriously just kind of like inquiring?
Make a perception check and add your Streetwise.
All right.
Thank you for pointing that out. Okay.
What the fuck?
Well, that didn't do it. Hold on. That's supposed to be.
Oh, I saw that your what you rolled for successes.
Yeah, it's supposed to roll. Hold on, it's supposed to do. It didn't. Hold on. Oops.
Okay. Somebody help me out here. I've got a 10 dice pool.
Damn.
What do I need to type out?
Oh, shit.
Flash roll 10d10.
Yeah, and then exclamation point to get it to explode. Or we can just look at it too, and just if you roll a fucking 10, we can just have you re-roll and roll.
That's what I normally do. I have macros for 1 through 15.
There you go. Yeah.
And then if I get 10s, I just add re-roll that and make another roll.
Yeah. There you go.
So
Floyd.
Yeah,
so based off of your knowledge of the streets and from what you're seeing from these guys, it's obvious that they are local gang members, and that it is kind of normal for local gang members to look after their areas, but it's a little bit awkward and abnormal for them to be kind of chasing you guys down because of your interactions with the Jones family. Like, that's a little awkward.
Okay.
You know, and like I said, you know, like there's still a very eerie, dark tone to the night. There's still a lot of crows that are kind of cawing, random dogs barking in the distance. You know, every now and then you
So Tommy,
might hear a baby crying.
So Tommy's got unseen sense.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that means.
Unseen sense.
Yeah.
Coops, I did roll.
Okay. I see that. That's a spell, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And it gives you a bonus to your armor or your reflex.
No, I was actually I was gonna give that to Matt.
Tommy.
Okay. Akono, you get a sense that 3 of the people have a different kind of spectrum energy aura coming off of them, almost as if they're working under what feels like an addiction. You know, like someone who has a physical addiction to something, and they will do things that are compulsion based to kind of satiate that addiction. And that kind of energy is pretty strong. Also, like it's also kind of like fixating their mind into a certain direction.
Okay. They're being compelled.
If that's what you take from that.
Well, you said they're being fixated in a certain direction, and they're okay. That's what I got from that.
So,
and it's got something to do with some sort of drug.
So when Floyd kind of gets the hint that, you know, it's typical for gang members to kind of keep an eye out, but this is sort of unusual. We'll just say, you know, hey, like if this is your guys' turf, like we'll head out of here. It's no big deal.
Tommy, what's the unseen sense do?
I can look it up.
Because I don't know what it means, except that I'm about to shoot somebody.
It means that you can sense the unseen.
Oh wow!
Fuck you!
Akono will begin to chant in rhythmic Cherokee.
I'm about to comfort the uncomfortable.
That was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, descriptions using the words to describe what is being descripted always works. Like you can't go wrong with it.
That's a pretty good explanation. I don't know.
Yep.
What's it say in the actual book? Since I ain't
yeah.
I'll
find it. Oops.
Is it kind of like the danger sense? Like, Mark, don't you have a danger sense?
Yeah, I have common sense, which is kind of this, which basically means I'm about to do something that, you know.
If you're about to make a big mistake.
Yeah.
Like you get a.
Yeah, I don't have.
I still find it hilarious that Jeb, of all people, has a skill called common sense.
Yeah, you beat me to that comment. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Maybe if we like rebranded it, simple sense.
Yeah. Country sense.
Country sense.
Like,
Lucky simpleton.
Is that like Simple Jack?
That's yep.
Is that like Simple Jack?
Lack of real
Thunder.
It's that sort of weird Southern wisdom, like when he says,
Jab, hey Jab, don't
know?
ever go full
Yeah,
retard.
it's
Don't ever
That's
go
right.
it's
full
kind of
retard.
it's kind of like when you ride the bull. You know,
Right.
Sometimes you
That
ride
ain't
the bull, and sometimes the bull rides
Bull
you.
rides you.
That's
Don't
right.
ever look into a mirror. Don't ever look into a mirror backwards because you're looking into yourself.
So simple sense is like simple Jack, and uncommon sense.
Never put a
What is
hat
it that
on.
I have again? I got unseen
Doesn't belong there.
sense. Oh, I also
Yeah, I
have
was actually
danger
trying to look it
sense.
up too.
I have danger sense too.
Don't you have the World of Darkness book?
All right,
No.
all right, Spidey.
No. All right. Well, you're not gonna get experience until you get it.
Oh, here we go.
Fuckers making me buy another book.
Your character has a sixth sense when it comes to the supernatural. Perhaps his hair stands on end, goosebumps race along his arms, or a shiver runs up his spine. Regardless of the manner his body reacts to the presence of unseen forces. He can't see or hear anything, and in fact, he might not know at first what causes this reaction. It might be a response to a specific type of supernatural phenomenon, such as ghosts or vampires, or it might be a general sense that something isn't right. Over time and with a little trial and error, he might be able to qualify what his body tries to tell him. The specific type of supernatural phenomenon to which your character is sensitive must be determined when this merit is purchased. It can be something as vague as a creepy feeling when in the presence of ghosts, or something as specific as a sudden chill when a vampire is nearby. The storyteller has final say on the exact nature and trigger of your character's sixth sense and keep its nature secret if desired, leaving you to figure it out during play.
So mine was probably purchased towards werewolves
Yeah.
That would be my
because of my
guess.
background.
Yeah.
So am I getting that feeling here?
Nope.
Okay. But I do know a
Everything's
little bit.
normal.
I do. Everything's normal except I do know a little something about games.
so
So
real quick, Tommy,
yeah.
you have +4 dots in armor.
+4.
Oh.
What I already have.
On top of what you already have, yes.
Don't encourage him to start fighting.
Does he feel that? Please say no.
I also, hey, you know what else I have is double tap. So
Suddenly, I feel really confident right now. I don't know what it is.
hey,
Well,
Tommy always feels confident. That's not an issue.
Don't forget though that the hunters still live by a code that it's okay to destroy monsters, but it's not okay to destroy humans. So
Right.
You could,
I'm not
I
about
can
to
still
destroy
knock
him.
him the fuck out, though.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wouldn't keep me from fucking them up.
oh yeah, Floyd's got no problem knocking
Hey.
people up.
Hey, I'm just making you aware.
Thank you,
Like-
sir. I'm about if we had a wisdom roll here, because I don't have wisdom in this game. If I had a wisdom roll, I'd probably need to take a wisdom roll before I'd knock this fucker out. The way
You
Tommy
would
did.
probably have. let
If
me
we
see
had a
here.
wisdom roll in this game, you would already be shooting them.
I'm looking for the wisdom check. I don't see it.
There is
fuck it.
composure under attributes.
Yeah,
I
composure.
don't think I have that one. I don't
Hey,
think I have composure.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mark,
Everybody does.
Mark, stop helping.
Yeah. Matt, you actually have a 3 in composure.
Where is the composure?
It's under attributes.
There it is. No,
Under,
I
your
have 3 dots.
resistance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have 3 dots. So I'm gonna. Is there a roll there? There's no roll. What is that? There's
Yeah.
no
So you'd roll
pluses.
3 dice.
Mhm.
Oh, I roll 3 dice.
Yep.
3 10s.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna roll.
So this is
I'm gonna
all
roll-
kind of happening at the same time that Floyd just
Yeah.
was trying to talk some sense into these guys. Not of a 6 type, but
Yeah,
a
no, it's
common.
just like I don't think I
Floyd,
rolled very well.
What the fuck did you do?
You did get a success. The ones in New World of Darkness, the failures, the ones don't cancel out successes. So you still did. You got one success.
Okay, and then I also
But
was
successes,
gonna
you have
roll-
to be an 8 and above in order to be successes now.
Okay,
Yes.
so I was gonna roll a composure and I was gonna roll a perception. Like, do I need to fuck this guy up?
Okay. Okay. You do maintain your composure, so your your fight or flight is in check, where you can control yourself.
So I'm just looking at him.
When it comes to your perception as to whether you should fuck this guy up or not, to be determined.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of step behind Floyd, and I'm gonna put my attention on the rest of his people.
Okay.
And just make sure none of them peel off.
Okay.
Because I also know how games work. So I'm gonna step back to the side behind Floyd, and just then take my attention off the big guy and just look at his people and just watch his people.
Okay.
Can I
Making sure.
can I tell if they're armed?
Oh, they're gang members. They're armed.
But can we see
Yeah.
any armed?
Yeah. Is there any sort of?
It's not obvious if they are.
Okay.
They're all wearing jeans, kind of loose. Some of them are wearing like flannel shirts, like kind of spring jackets.
They're armed with usually 9s or 45s.
Yeah.
But I got two
so the
50
guy
cals.
says to you, he's like,
To me or Floyd?
to Floyd. He was like, well, you see, the problem is you guys came here in the first place.
It's a
So
free country.
No,
yeah, but you
Oh,
don't
now
have no
Floyd's
business
picking a
over
fight.
here, man.
it's all
Yeah,
it's
we
all
do.
right.
We
It's
do.
all right. It's all right to go to church. Yeah.
We're
Right.
talking to
So-
Father Albright. This is his territory. We had to come to see him.
Oh, so it's this guy's territory.
This is his church, so I'd say it's also his territory. I mean, he can't very well conduct sermons from home. That's 2 years from now.
He says, so now you're saying that this priest here is he's a preacher at this church,
I think so.
this
And I look at
Baptist
Father-
church.
I look
He
at
ain't at
Father
this
Albright,
church.
I'm like, isn't this your church?
No, this
Father
just the
Albright
church
kind of
down
gives
the
you a
street.
shake of the head, like,
Father Albright's Catholic.
Floyd looks at the gang members. He's like, I don't know. He's a holy guy.
He's a friend of Father Magaji. You know Father Magaji. He's the one here at this church. We was just
No, he
having
isn't. Father Magaji's at Father Albright's church, Jeb.
Well, we was just
Goose.
having a powwow, and
Coops, please,
saw-
please, check.
Stop talking.
Check.
I saw your whisper.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna try to, I will do what I suck at, which is I'm gonna try to persuade them and be nice, because I don't want to start laying fucking dudes out in the middle of the alley.
Tommy's
I
about
guess I
2
would
seconds
have
from shooting some motherfuckers.
manipulation and persuasion would probably be the social skills, which would give me a whopping total of 2 dice.
Okay.
Um,
Any
I wanna
negatives?
look to-
if you want to give me any negatives, you certainly can. The fact
No,
that,
I'm wondering like if it's unskilled.
no, it's shit, yep, you're right, it is unskilled. So 1 die.
Okay.
Woo! So I got a chance. Here we go.
Chip in
Tell
the
him
chair.
there's a chance.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, hey, you know what? We was talking to Father Magaji, but since we're done with that, we're just gonna be on our way.
Well, at least it wasn't a critical fail.
Yes.
Father Magaji who is actually still there,
Oh.
steps up and he's like, guys, we don't want no trouble here. Like, we don't need to be doing this, man. And the guy says, well, you guys got anything on you that'll make it worth it being no trouble here?
I got like $5,000.
Perfect.
What would that do? Is that
That'll
right?
do. That'll do.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. All right.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Why
no,
can't the rest of
no.
you guys be like this guy right here?
No,
I dig in
No.
my coat pocket and I'm like,
I
look,
pull out my Desert Eagle.
You
Oh,
give this motherfucker
And the guys, you pull
$5,000
a
and
Desert
shoot him
Eagle,
on
everybody
principle.
else goes for guns.
oh, come on.
God.
Look,
They're like, whoa, all right, we're doing this.
I'm
No,
like,
I'm
look,
working on- I'm
you're
working
not.
on it.
Listen,
No.
you're not taking Bart's money, and this is no shakedown.
Everybody
I'm
make a
gonna look at
perception
Tommy.
check.
Yeah,
They're
I was
like-
gonna say, I'm gonna look at Tommy and be like, man, just let the dumbass Brit give him the fucking cash so we can get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker.
We
Look,
could do that too.
Look, I don't want any trouble. Like, we just want to like leave here. Like,
We ain't down for no shakedown in a church parking lot.
Here's the
Or two.
thing. Here's the thing. You don't want us here. We don't want to be here. We'd like
No,
to.
no, Bart, you don't want to be here. Listen,
Did you say
we're having a
everybody do
chat.
percent-
Wow,
I rolled a perception, yeah.
I've been listening. I just want to.
So we're successful. They're looking for a fight. I'm about to shoot him.
I just shot the fuck out of those motherfuckers.
Shit.
Okay.
Where's my gun?
Let's see here. Did Finn or Bartholomew make
Eight lethal
Oh,
damage.
What am I supposed to do?
8 lethal damages? What'd you shoot him with?
He didn't shoot. I think he
A
meant to
shotgun.
roll perception.
A shotgun. No, he did 8 lethal damage.
Let's not start a bloodbath in the middle of this guy's fucking.
Too late.
Too late. Too late.
Too late.
Am I supposed to
These
make-
motherfuckers.
They're trying to shake
Yep.
him down.
Nope. Too late.
So we just suddenly hear a kaboom.
Boom.
I guess so.
Before that happens,
Oh.
Jeb,
Mm-hmm.
your attention is drawn to your right. Right side of the parking lot, there is a car that was driving slow, kind of creeping, is driving south on the side of that parking lot. And it took a right, so it's going to be driving down the road that you guys were just walking on.
Monroe.
And it speeds up.
Okay.
And
So is-
you would
as
have the
soon as-
first chance to react to
As
that
soon as it-
car. So Caleb pulls out. So Tommy pulls out his Desert Eagle.
2 of them.
All of the other guys, okay, pulls out 2 Desert Eagles. All of the other guys pull out pistols and take like firing positions, and they're like, "Whoa! You don't want to fucking do this." Caleb pulls out a shotgun
And shoots him.
and shoots a guy.
So the car is pulling. So it's heading
From behind?
from west. Sorry, east to west on Monroe, and it's going to be pulling into the parking lot where
It's
we
not
are.
pulling into the parking lot. It's
Okay.
just, it was driving down South Karlov Ave,
Okay. See it?
and it took that right-hand turn, and it starts going pretty fast
Down Monroe. So it's
down the road.
Yep.
You hear a kaboom, and at that same time, Jeb, you hear shots from what sound like automatic weapons coming from West Monroe Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
So real
And now everybody's going to roll initiative except for Jeb. Jeb will have an opportunity to do something.
My success didn't give me an action or no?
Success for what?
Or perception.
No, perception was to see if you were aware of that car coming and you needed to have more than one.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
What happened? Sorry, I was in the.
How do we roll for initiative in this game?
There's a car's doing a drive-by on us.
Okay. Initiative is composure plus dexterity.
Okay, so I get. Oh fuck! I get 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 7 dice plus 1. 8 dice. Is that how that works?
No, you roll 1 dice and then you add.
Oh,
You add the composure and.
sorry.
Well, I have 3 dots in composure
it's
and
the
4 in
only thing in the
dexterity.
game that uses that particular. Yeah, everything else it's a total dice pool. This it's you actually add the number, so it's weird.
Oh, so
Okay, I had a 10.
it's one 10-sided die, right?
Yeah, and then plus whatever, however many dots you have in composure and whatever the other one are.
So I have 18. No, I have 16. How come you have so many dice?
You're only supposed to have 1 for initiative.
Oh.
Yeah, Caleb's not doing it right.
Oh. Wait.
Bartholomew did it
So
right.
I thought
So I rolled an 8
so
and I add my add-ons.
composure plus.
You roll
Actually-
a D10.
Actually,
you roll-
mine's 12. Sorry, mine's 12. Not 15.
Yeah, you just roll a D12, a D10, and add your dexterity dots and your composure dots.
I'll just
to it.
did shitty math.
What about the plus? I do the plus 2, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be what is it?
So I have 7 dots plus 1, and then I rolled an 8, so I get a 16, right? I
Yeah.
want to make sure I did it right. Otherwise, it's a 15.
And then there's also, if anyone has any skills that give you bonuses to the initiative, you can. Yeah,
Oh, I got skills, yo, but not for initiative.
You're all about space.
Wait, so I thought
You did shoot somebody.
composure plus dexterity, right?
Well, you roll a D10 and add in however many dots you have.
Add the number of dots.
Yeah.
So it's a dice roll, like a 1d10 plus whatever your dots are for composure and dex.
Yes.
Right. So I've got composure of 3 and dexterity of 3.
So you'd
Yeah, so
add
what was
6 to
your-
the total of your one single dice roll.
Yes.
1d10 plus 6.
So roll 1d10 and then add 6.
You literally type it out /roll 1d10 or d10 plus 6.
Correct. Correctamundo. Look at the big brain on Brad.
Look at the big brain on Brad.
He was smart,
Caleb
motherfucker,
did
Brad.
already shoot somebody, so
That's right.
Okay,
Who's
I've
Brad?
got Tommy's. Jeb's, did I get yours?
Mine's 12, not 15.
Mine's 10.
I didn't roll.
got
Do you want me to roll? You said I would be able to do something.
Oh yeah. Well, you can still roll. You'll just have an action.
There you go.
That
cool.
That is fucked up. That is absolutely fucked up.
Just
Uh-oh.
'cause you got a 1.
Why don't you just take the first die?
I'm gonna go with my
you should
first
go with
roll.
the 6. The first
You
roll was a
fuck
6.
you all.
Yeah, he could have.
You all.
Let's see.
All right, 7. All right, I'm gonna roll for
You
Finn.
guys suck.
We know.
Yeah, we do, really.
Hey.
1d10
one who
plus
just rolled a
6.
1.
Go fuck yourselves.
Uh-oh.
Just initiative.
Hey, you know, to be fair, you were the first one to act and start all of this shit show.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? You know what? That means that
What
I
does that mean?
should be able to.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I really want to know. I'm really curious.
Yeah, I should get initiative. I should get initiative, motherfucker.
You do, yeah. You got a 7.
I'm gonna see if Cosmo Beauty Hair and Wigs is open while we're talking about this. I'm curious.
As long as goofy hair and wigs, I gotta see this place.
This looks awesome.
Oh gosh. Okay.
This looks like
So Jeb.
Yeah.
Is there something that you would like to do in response to the car that is coming up and opening fire?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if all I've got on me is my fucking sidearm, my 45. I'm gonna see if I can shoot out a tire.
Boom, bitch.
I will do a and let's see. Now I do have skill with firearms, so I've got the which is it combat marksmanship level 3, which lets me
I
do.
shot. Boom, or he shot.
Yeah, so I can do
boom.
I can do a
shot,
short
rat, rat,
burst.
rat, rat.
Yeah, I can do a short burst with a semi-automatic or a pistol. So I am going to do that short burst pistol. Where the fuck is it? And you can. I'm not sure what. Yeah, using firearm. Weapon damage is 3. Yep, that's right. And it is a short burst. What's the range? Would it be short, medium, or long?
Probably medium.
Mic off.
Gotcha. Medium is it's
Hey,
looks like 30 yards, 60 yards, 100
Coobs,
yards.
I just like to say, I shot my shotgun.
Yeah.
Mic on.
Somebody clip that.
Yep.
Somebody
We caught that.
Clip that button. Somebody clip that.
Yeah. I just want to say I shot my shotgun.
And I was there.
Let's see now. I do have. I don't know what kind of minuses you want to give me for shooting at a tire, but here I'll roll the dice here.
It would be one of those
Mic
like
off.
focused shots. I forget what the actual term is called, but I would knock 3 off of your roll.
Gotcha. Situation modifier. Bunk, bunk, bunk. There we go. And boy, I wonder if I should use willpower on this.
Getting another cup of tea.
You know what? I will. I'm gonna use willpower and add 3 dice to it.
You're risking willpower or using willpower?
I'm gonna use willpower here. I don't need to risk it. I'm just gonna use it. Boing!
I like it.
Shooting at that tire. Hopefully, I'll do something. Well, it's not spectacular.
Any success?
2. I with using willpower, I got 9 total dice. So, I got two hits. You all suck and don't know how to play.
Link established. Mic off.
All right. Jack, you didn't give me mute privileges.
Mic on.
My mistake.
It's all right.
That was deliberate. So go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Okay, so you were shooting with your sidearm.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Jack.
My pleasure.
Okay.
My pleasure.
Mic off.
Did
You
you give him mute
get
privileges?
you get some good shots off. You did not hear the tire actually pop.
Okay.
But you did a medium burst, right?
Short burst is all I
Short
can do
burst?
with a pistol. Yeah.
Okay. Would that be like 3 shots?
I think it's like 30% of the magazine or something. So this is a 7-round magazine. So probably like 3 shots.
Okay. Yeah, 3 shots. That makes sense. So yeah, you get those shots off. What you see is it appears to be 3 gunners.
And I'm going to yell at that. I'm going to say, drive by.
There's a lot going on. Bartholomew's really confused. I just want, I was going to
I can see him just standing there like pondering things.
How far is Tommy from Albright now that I've stepped back from Floyd?
I was just sitting there counting hundreds. I was trying to figure that out, right?
How many
Albright
paces?
was also yelling, trying to disarm the situation, along with the guys
Mugabe.
that.
So how far away is he from me?
He's probably about 5 or so yards away.
Oh shit, 20 feet? Okay.
Or so.
Just
I mean, you
trying-
guys were all kind of like in a group, but once these guys came up, you all kind of spread out.
Yeah, gave each other some room.
Mm-hmm.
But I got Jeb yelling drive-by behind me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it to my right? Because I was like,
yeah, well, I dove and fired behind us.
right. So
yeah, so not only do you hear drive-by, but you also hear 3 shots.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know where those shots are coming from. It could be the guys in front of me.
And there is
you hear shots coming at you from behind.
Yeah.
So you're
Okay.
focused forward. Caleb, the Middle Eastern dude, pulls out a
Shot from-
shotgun, shoots at a guy.
Blows them away.
Well, he also didn't do it right. This might be weird. But before you roll
Shocker.
to shoot someone, you're supposed to declare it first, and then the game master will tell you what the dice penalty is, and that is based off of armor, situational, environmental modifiers, things of that nature. So he got a good roll. Got 2 successes that were 10s, which would be re-rolls. It would probably okay. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it should. I believe it rolled the
So,
right.
so I hear a guy shoot behind me, Caleb. I know it's a shotgun, and then I hear Jeb's gun, and I know Jeb's gun.
Yep.
And then I hear Jeb, but they're shooting. I hear Jeb's gun firing away from me.
You hear Jeb yell, "Drive by!" Pump, pump, pop.
I spin away from the guys in front of me. I don't know initiative. Whose initiative is it?
Well, right now there are 3 initiatives going at the same time. So we're gonna do this one first. I'm gonna go like this. All right, rolling that.
Mic on.
Nope.
So is
that's
it
not gonna work?
is my 10 like right before Caleb, or is there somebody else?
I have a 15.
Yes.
Yeah, we're on 15s right now.
Yes, I know. I was just wondering. I understand that we're on Tommy's turn.
What are you guys doing?
Tommy is
Alright,
going at the
Tommy
same
has
time.
12. What is
Oh, where the
Jeb?
hell did
Jeb,
that
what's
go?
your initiative?
It's like a 9.
Yeah, 8 or 9, something like that.
Oh, okay, so there is somebody in between. Okay.
Yeah, 9.
What's yours, Okono?
I'm 10.
All right. Now, I also gave all of the individuals their own initiative. I know it says it,
Great.
like you can do them all at the same ones, but it doesn't feel as authentic
Doesn't
to
feel
me.
as real.
That's right.
You're not the boy.
Okay.
So I'm thinking what Tommy would do.
I see what you're doing there. All right, gonna make this roll.
I'm gonna actually,
Oh!
Kuboy, I'm going to I'm gonna cast Turn Projectile, which is an interrupt. I can cast it at any point in the initiative roster, even before I could normally act.
Okay, and you did that on Caleb's shotgun blast?
No. No, I wish I had thought of that. That would have been sweet.
That would have been a good idea.
Yeah. Too bad I'm not a time mage, and I could just pause everything, turn it back, and slap Caleb in the face.
But I see Tommy going for the heels on his guns, and so I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yep.
And so, plus Jeb already fired a few rounds too. Actually, he had the drop on somebody as well. So.
Yep.
Anyways, I know Tommy's gonna.
Tommy's thought process is whether he eyes front on the initial targets, or if he spins and turns. He would never turn his back on a. But they were trying to calm it down, so.
Right. Yeah, they were trying to calm it down. There's a lot of different things happening right now.
Yeah. So Tommy's thought process: the immediate threat, guns behind.
Mm-hmm.
Who's up?
Sorry, I'm gonna roll my spell real quick. Kuboy, if you wanted to look at it, it is on 171 in the Mage, the Awakening book. It's called Turn Projectile.
Okay. I am going to. Oh wow. Okay. What are you casting it on?
It's just I just cast the spell, and then I can change for the rest of the turn, and I can actually continue the spell. I can change the direction on like say a bullet.
Right. And per success will give the degree of angle.
1 success 45 degrees, 2 successes 60 degrees, 3 90, 4 120, 5 180 degrees.
Okay. All right. So I see what you can do there. So there are shots coming in from behind. And you have that 360 vision.
I don't. That's Caleb has that.
Okay.
I have.
All right.
I have the supernal, see all the different crazy stuff.
See the things.
Okay, Chris, did you have your 360 vision on?
You need to unmute him.
He's not muted on our side.
He's just muted. He's stuck on.
So I'm gonna say yeah.
Oh, there you go, Chris. You're off.
No, it's operator error.
I can't hear it.
So
he's like, "Fuck you."
So Caleb was aware of this car coming up and the shots happening. Bullets are kind of like whizzing and flying by everybody.
So
I'm going to roll that. Oh, wait a second. I have to subtract 2. Okay.
Any bullets coming within range that I could divert into one of our
opponents? What is the range?
The range?
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of bullets coming.
It doesn't list a range. Weaving, action instant, duration lasting, aspect vulgar, cost none. Although the casting is an instant action, the mage can cast the spell at any point in the initiative roster, even before he could normally act. Although that is his action for the turn, so I'm sacrificing my initiative to do it. The mage can turn the projectile down, right, left, or even back the way it came. The degree depends on this. We talked about that. Mages can mix and match successes to direct a projectile's course in multiple directions. For example, with 2 successes, a mage can turn an arrow 45 degrees to the left and then make it go down 45 degrees to its new course. The effect is lasting. Once the projectile's course is altered, it remains traveling along its new course until something else causes it to change vectors or it smashes something.
Okay.
Multiple. I can affect multiple projectiles by adding extra target factors. See target factor, page 117.
So multiple projectiles. Is there? I'm assuming there's some kind of a limit to that.
Yeah, there is. That's what's under. It's under targets on page 117. So I have to double check. But auto
the regular
fire.
Book?
I think it's in Mage.
Okay.
But auto fire is affected with it levels a short burst -2 penalty to the dice pool, medium burst -4 penalty, and a long burst -6.
Okay. Okay, so there are bullets that are coming in at this point from the car that's behind you. So, and your attention is forward, but you are aware that there are shots coming in from behind you. Jeb yelled out, drive by. You've seen just enough gangster movies to know what's going on.
Right. No, I'm just wondering if there any of those projectiles are traveling in such a degree that I can alter one of them in a 60-degree arc change at maximum. You know, less would be great too.
Okay.
But is there any of those bullets that are being fired from that vehicle that I can alter the course to divert them to where these guys are in front of Tommy?
They're probably already
There likely
shooting at
will
those
be,
guys.
yeah.
Okay. I thought you said that they started shooting from the car.
Yeah, no,
They
they are
did.
shooting from the car.
They're probably shooting at those other gangbangers is what's happening.
They're shooting at us.
Maybe. I don't think they're pinching us because if they're firing automatics and other gang members are standing with us, they'd be shooting at their own guys.
Okay.
So who's up?
So there's that shot. So there's a shot that whizzes by you, Jeb, comes very close. Tommy, there's a shot that hits you, but it does not have any kind of an impact on you. Like there's something that slowed it down. You know that you were hit. One of the guys who is in the group that came from the alley gets hit. He obviously got hit. And it's not from your group. It's from the drive-by. And he goes down.
Sounds like you were right, Matt.
So, Tommy, your initiative?
So as soon as I get hit, I spin, drop to a knee. I got rapid fire, ambidextrous, as well as fast reflexes. Quick draw, fast reflexes, all these merits. I don't know how that applies to what I'm about to do, but
Well, you already had your weapons out.
had my weapons out, so I don't need to draw, but I do have the fast reflexes and the rapid fire.
Okay.
So
You mean double tap?
I have both double tap.
Oh,
and
you
rapid
do
fire.
have rapid fire. Rapid fire. Your character's concentration is such that he can unleash a hail of bullets in a single action. You may take one extra firearms attack for each point by which your composure exceeds 2. Each extra attack is made at a cumulative -1 modifier. Thus, you can perform a total of 2 attacks at composure 3, with the second one is at a -1, 3 attacks at composure 4, the third which is at a -2, and 4 at composure 5, the fourth being which is at a -3.
So I have a
Must be
5.
for composure.
No. Is it composure or is
Composure,
Yeah, your
yeah.
composure is 3.
So
My
you get
composure
one
is
You get
3,
one additional shot.
but my
Yeah, you
my
must-
rapid fire is 5.
Yes, yeah. That's the you need.
That's the cost.
That's the final the fifth merit for combat marksmanship.
Gotcha.
And you must declare the targets of all attacks before rolling for the first one. Each attack not directed against your initial target suffers an additional -1 penalty. So therefore, if you direct all your attacks at the same target, you'll just get the -1, -2, -3 for each successive attack. However, if it's like for one attack's at one person, the second attack's at somebody else, it's going to be a -2 for the second attack because it's a -1 plus the minus for not attacking at the same person.
So if I'm looking at this right, we are about 40 feet from the car, right?
Yeah,
Possibly.
that sounds about right.
40 feet because of that parking lot,
Mhm.
and maybe 40 feet. Let's see, 1, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, 40 feet on a slow drive by. So that should be doable with 250 cals.
It says drawback, your character cannot use your defense against any attack in the same turn in which you intend to use this maneuver. If you used your defense against attacks that occur earlier in the initiative roster before you can perform this maneuver, you cannot use rapid fire this turn.
No, I'm using rapid fire at the driver of the car.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So what does that mean? I get 3 rolls. 1, 2, 3.
You get 2
-1,
attacks.
-2. I get 2 attacks plus 1.
But then with ambidextrous,
I have ambidextrous too.
right, which means because you have this let me look up ambidextrous here. Sorry.
I have a 3 on ambidextrous.
Offhand attack is a -2 penalty, but I think you offhand attack. If your character makes attacks with offhand, they suffer a -2 penalty. The ambidextrous merit negates this penalty. So,
I get 2, or how many attacks do I get with two hands? Yeah.
that's a good question. I'm not sure if you get a second attack for having
A third attack.
Right, or yeah. If you have 2 guns, do you get 2 attacks, or do you still?
Is it
get
just
the
count as 2?
I think you probably do. You would normally suffer the -2.
You would get a negative. You would normally get a negative to your roll, right?
Right, but you get you have that negated because you have the.
So with rapid fire, does that mean I get 4 attacks, 2 for each hand?
No. I would think you would get the 2, and then you would get.
So it'd be like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
3.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair, Mark? Is that right? Coops?
Yeah. No, that sounds all right to me.
So what do I roll? These character sheets are so different than what I'm used to, so I'm trying to figure out.
And technically speaking, it's because you have 5 dots, it also gives you double tap. So whenever using a lever action, pump action, or semi-automatic firearm, your character can make short burst attacks as if your gun were capable of auto fire. So, I mean, like if going straight by the rules, of course, Coobs can rule however he likes to on it. But going straight by the rules, you could technically do 3 short bursts from your
from both guns.
So
it'd be like boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
You can basically dump. You can
all
dump
10 rounds or all 15.
Your magazine. Yeah.
Basically, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna dump my magazine into that car at the driver.
Okay, and your magazine holds 10, right?
Desert Eagle usually holds 10 to 15, depending on if you're in California or any other fucking state in the country. So we're not in Chicago, so it probably holds 30.
I think that the gun
15.
laws in Chicago are a little more strict.
Yeah, no, actually, because of the size of the round,
laws we don't pay any attention to laws whatsoever.
Right.
Fair.
We're running around with a fucking minigun.
Fair.
Hold on, let me check real quick.
So yeah, no, that works. Jack, I have a question. about the character sheet that we're using right now. I don't see wisdom on it anywhere.
A 50 cal holds 7 rounds.
That sounds
Okay.
about right.
Yeah, no, that
So I
does
have-
sound right.
Yeah, because the rounds are bigger. So I have
So
14
you can dump
rounds.
you can dump a
14
magazine.
rounds.
You can dump everything.
Two guns, 14 rounds, and then I have quick reload too. So
You're right.
I have rapid reload.
I don't see it either.
Yeah, we should have that.
Wisdom?
Yeah. that's
Wisdom
for-
would
for
be
mages.
humanity for the hunters.
Oh, the humanity.
Or no, I think humanity. I think the humanity is the stat for vampires.
Yeah, I don't have a humanity stat either.
You
I
would
don't see it.
have it.
I don't see it.
You have morality.
I don't have that.
Oh,
Yeah.
here. No, we do have a. Well,
Either
let's
does
see.
Tommy.
What's Tommy's
I
strength?
have a morality. We have morality on the sheet.
Tommy's
It's under
strength?
traits, Coobs.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Really?
Yeah.
The hunters have morality.
I have 7
So I
on my
think we're
morality,
using
but
we're
where's my
using
strength?
that we're using that for our wisdom score.
Attributes.
It's under traits.
Traits.
Under attributes, the very first stats you
Okay.
have: intelligence, strength.
Power. Oh, my strength is only 2 dots.
Oh shit! So you're gonna actually take the
But my-
Desert Eagle
But
requires
my
a-
dexterity is 4.
the Desert Eagle requires a 3, so technically you get a -1 die for each one of those for each roll because it's like different handguns and different rifles and shit.
That's
would
some
have a different-
bullshit. Nobody told me that.
but they look really fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot of damage too. So I'm still gonna fucking use them.
Yeah, you just
Small
get a
arms and big guns.
Yeah.
Small
I got-
arms and big guns.
I got little arms and a big head. So what exactly am I rolling here? Because I can dump 14 rounds into these guys. How many dice do I roll?
Gosh,
So-
yeah.
Look
I have
on
5. I have 5 on my rapid fire.
Yep.
I have let's see here.
See here,
Yeah.
your dexterity is 4,
My
so that's your
dexterity is
base.
4.
Dexterity plus firearms.
Yep. So that'd be
Firearms.
9.
Where's my firearms?
It's under your physical skills.
Yep.
Physical skills.
And
then because you're doing short bursts, that adds 2.
short burst.
My weaponry is 5.
adds
Firearms is 5.
adds
Plus
one die.
1 die.
My
Okay,
firearms
so that
has
would bring it
5
to 10.
plus 1. So with the 5, and then it has a +1 there on firearm.
And then if you, I'm not sure if you're going to give him the situational modifier, the -3 or what. But then
But
it's
I
gonna
also
be-
have a 2. I have a 2 on danger sense, and a 2 on
doesn't
fast.
apply.
Yeah, that's not going to apply. But you do get a -1 situational modifier for each short burst fired from each gun. So you should have. So again, it's 5 plus your dex is 4.
Yep.
So a base of 9 plus making a short burst from each is going to be 10, but minus the strength requirement because the guns are too big for you.
Fuck
Makes
you.
it back down to a 9.
So that would bring it down to a 9. I'm going to say that there are going to be, you're going to have a -2 for environmental modifiers because it's dark, and there are bushes and a fence that are in the way.
So that makes it 7.
And then you will get a -1 because you are turning,
Spinning around,
you're spinning around, and you know,
firing.
you're familiar with shooting. Like if you
Yeah,
spin around
yeah.
and stuff like that,
Oh, no,
it's gonna be off.
If I've got 2 big guns and I'm already spinning around, but I mean, he's
Yeah. So
basically
you
the
get
Punisher,
six,
so he
six
knows what's
dice
up.
per attack. So in
Per
3
attack, so you're gonna
6
12
dice,
dice.
6 dice, and 6 dice.
Oh, so 18.
Well, I would probably do it as 6, 6, and 6 because
Individual.
yeah.
and
So-
and you said that you're gonna be shooting at the driver, but you don't have a clear
Yeah,
line of
it's
sight at the
basically
driver.
It's basically the front seats. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yep.
that front section. I'm not going to try for no tires. I'm trying for bodies.
Tracking.
Yeah. Stop the vehicle.
Boom, boom,
then
boom.
we can take out the. So that it's So 3 shots is going to be all 14 rounds, or is it going to be?
Yes.
Okay. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
It's, three shots should be. So each attack is going to be a short burst, which fires 3 rounds. So you're doing 3 attacks, which would be a total of 9 rounds.
Okay.
So three.
That way
three
I
out
have.
of one gun,
I'm
6
just
out of
checking to
another.
see how many rounds I have left in my gun for my next, whether I need to reload or not.
Yes.
Tommy's a
And
little.
you do-
He's quick enough to know that.
You do have tactical reload, which as you can reload 1 weapon as a free action per turn.
Okay. So I'm going to roll 6.
thank you for
D10.
knowing Tommy's character.
The guns get very specific, and like with the 50 caliber, you actually, instead of re-rolling 10s, you get to re-roll 9s as well, because it's a 50.
That's
So I'm
why
gonna
he.
roll.
That's why he takes the strength hit.
Mhm.
He's like, screw it.
So
It's still
roll
50.
6 D10, right?
Yes.
Okay. There's a advanced roll 6 D10.
50.
What am I supposed to? Why did it say 5?
Okay, so you rolled a 10, so roll an additional dice.
Roll it again.
Roll 1.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 3 successes on your first shot.
Oh, sorry, I was looking way back. Okay, so then that's 3 on my first. How many successes do I need?
Successes are going to be the amount of damage that get put out.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
And
add another one.
You should add 2 because you got a 9 and a 10.
Desert Eagle doesn't explode at 9, does it?
Yeah. 50 cal.
So I rolled another
Damn.
10.
And then
So how
so
many-
roll again. You get to it explodes again.
And a 1. So now I roll one more 6.
Okay, so that one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
So I roll one more shot of 6 D10.
Yep.
Yes.
Tommy's gonna fuck that car up. And I roll one more
Success.
D10.
Yep.
You have an opportunity to get another.
What's a
Okay,
success?
1 success.
8, 9, or 10 are successes.
Okay. So I had how many successes?
All right, now this is gonna matter.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Like
matter
the-
as always.
The minigun, every time you fire it, automatically does two lethal damage,
Oh,
and-
shit.
and you get to re-roll 8s, 9s, and 10s.
Yeah, well, I'm not carrying the minigun in a parking lot. So
Yeah,
I'm
something
carrying the
happened.
Desert
Right.
Eagle.
Just to show you how crazy some of those
Hey.
guns.
Thanks for
Just,
the like, Joe.
just
Harry.
remember, I got that for you.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
That's why I'll sing "Hail to the Queen" every once in a while.
That's why. That's the only reason we allow Bartholomew to even remain with the party.
we love our Brilliant.
All right. So
She
what
hears you.
happens?
She hears you, my love.
Okay,
So what
you
happens?
you spin around. You shoot into the car. You're trying to shoot basically what would be considered like a center mass. And you know that you made contact. You put some good, well placed groups into the area that you were shooting at. You feel confident that if you didn't hit somebody, which you probably did, you put a bunch of damage into the car, and you know that those shots, like even if you hit a door, it's
blow the
going
fucking
through and it's
door.
hitting body.
Yeah.
So
Like that scene
Does
from
the
Reservoir
car swerve? And had it sped up, or was it still rolling slow?
it was speeding up. It was doing the accelerating to
Did it
take the
slow
shots
back
and
down?
get the fuck out.
Did it slow back down?
Not at this point. Everything is happening too fast to see.
They may be like
So
into a tree.
Bartholomew.
Hi.
All right.
So to draw is an action, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So I forego looking for my roll of 100s, which is what I was going in for, and then I shove the my long trench coat back, and I'll pull out my guns in both hands and draw and aim at our homeboys in front of me.
I thought he was going to say Father Albright.
No, why would I do that? No, unless
he just drops Father Albright.
Look, that took care of that then. No, I aim at our homeboys, trying to be as intimidating as I possibly can.
Okay. In your hat, you are looking very intimidating.
Fucking dapper is what it is. Fucking dapper.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, that's we just for future reference and shit. They do actually have rules for all this shit. They go into the minutia of, shooting at people in cars and all that kind of stuff.
A lot
I
of
was
detail.
looking it up while this was happening. So
Is that in the standard book?
yeah, page 141, I believe.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Bartholomew looks
142,
like a fine
sorry.
British dandy.
I see
What
it.
happened?
Bartholomew looks like a fine British dandy.
Oh Christ, I am.
Looks like Iggy Pop and Slash had a love child.
I don't like to talk about that world. Really.
That's so much information on the armor of a car.
Really.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's cover in a vehicle is what it says.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, their windows were open because they were trying to shoot, so fuck them.
Right.
Okay, Bartholomew, make an intimidation roll,
Oh, really? Christ.
and
I'm so intimidating.
add one to it just because.
Would that just be my general presence?
No,
Not
it's
presence.
the fact that you are trying to look hardcore.
What I'm suggesting is that presence in what I roll, presence plus intimidation.
Yeah.
Or could I do presence versus expression? 'Cause I'm very expressive.
Mm,
Put on some performance for them. And I really, look, I do what I do on stage, baby.
you're trying to pull the strings of their. You're trying to push the fear button.
Ah! Can I do that, or are you just going to give me 2 rolls?
I'll tell you what, because you have such great expression, I won't make you do the -1 for intimidation being unskilled.
Oh, you're sexy. I love you. You're a sexy bitch, aren't you? All right.
I work out my brain just for you.
Oh, God bless it, everyone. All right. So +1. You said +1. Is that +1 or is it an additional die?
It's an additional die.
Okay, that's brilliant. All right, there we go.
Jasmine.
For my love's going to leave.
Oh, I am sexy for my shirt. Motherfucker, so sexy it hurts. God.
I thought that was pretty fitting.
Order if you know what I mean, and I do my little thing on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah.
I'm imagining Bartholomew. The song is playing in his head during the middle of a gunfight, and he's literally dancing around singing the song to himself. Whizzing by.
Actually, no, because I keep 2 songs in my head at once. It's still Final Countdown. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
All right, hold on. We'll get it.
Even Keith Richards is like, dude, you gotta lay off the drugs.
It's time to switch to Prozac.
I don't talk about the time he did an intervention for me, but because I don't remember it. There it is. That's what's in my brain right now, and I'm so fucking intimidating because I hear that. There's what my +1.
Oh, there you go. All right, yeah. You got some good intimidation happening. I like it.
I'm just like, oh, you could have had $5,000, bitches, but then Caleb shot you with
But
a.
instead, let's tell them what's behind door number 2. We have Caleb with a shotgun.
So I have to turn up my trench coat doesn't great at all.
Caleb's not here right now, but he actually did take a hit that looks like it went through.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Well, I feel bad mocking you.
okay. I would have deflected that
Message for you, sir.
And the message is
There's-
try not to shoot people with shotguns.
There's actually shots that are coming closer to you than that shot.
Well, that doesn't. I mean, that doesn't really matter. I'm either trying to take a bullet and use it to hit somebody else with, or I want to take a bullet and stop it from hitting a friendly.
Well, Tommy also got hit.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would have
but,
totally deflected that bullet.
That's
I mean,
why,
he
that's
got-
why
he
I
got
shot
hit.
the shit out of the car.
But the armor that he had on stopped it from doing any damage.
I think it was Caleb's whatever magic he used. What happened to Caleb? He left.
So part
He's
of my
pumping his-
intimidation
He's
roll.
pumping his
was
shotgun.
I
He was
don't
pumping his-
want-
I don't think it would have mattered. I would have still deflected the bullet. I wouldn't have let it hit Tommy because I wouldn't have known, like, oh, it's gonna be fine. His armor will take it. I'd have been
Right,
like,
right. No,
there's
absolutely.
a bullet gonna fly at this guy. I'm gonna move it.
Right. Right. Well, I'm just letting you know right now, like that is the first of many bullets that are going to be coming in. There are probably going to be more people taking shots.
And where's the new gunfire coming from?
It's from the
Behind us?
street.
Oh, from the street? It's an all-out gang war. Holy shit.
And they're all shooting at these other gang members, or are they shooting at us?
We're standing there.
Yeah, but like, are we in the way of the bullets, or are they targeting us?
You guys are kind of
If
in
they-
the middle. I mean,
Check it out,
you
guys.
guys are all
If
like
they
kind of a
hit
big
us-
group.
Literally,
I think
if they hit us, we're in the
answer
way.
to that is yes.
If they hit us, we're in the way. If they miss us, then we weren't. That's the way bullets
So
work.
we're going to move to initiative 12.
Bartholomew, who's dancing
that's
to the
fine, that
final
was-
countdown.
That was me, by the way. I was not 15. I'm 12.
Oh, so we're done with 12?
Yeah, we're done with 12.
No, we're not done with 12.
No, we're
We're
not
not done
done
with
with
12
God
right
damn it, you still have more to do.
The 12 guys
I haven't
behind
heard
us.
enough singing out of you.
It's the final
Oh, shit.
countdown.
Oh shit! All right.
I
So
get a
that was
harumph
me,
out of
no?
this guy.
God of Darkness, I was 12, not 15.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah, that I made an error in my 15.
Okay, I appreciate you letting me know that you are 12. I had you as a 15, but that I made you last of the 15, so that works out because 12 was the next highest.
Well, there we go.
So you went. A guy shoots, and this is one of the guys that you were arguing with. Takes a shot with a pistol, and it looks, like he yells out. He's like, "Oh fuck no!" and
He didn't
shoots
shoot me in the
at.
back, did he?
No, he shot at Caleb.
Oh,
Caleb's the guy
because
that
he
just
sh-
pulled out a shotgun and shot one of his buddies.
Yeah,
So,
that checks out.
Yeah.
so he shoots at Caleb, and are you
Caleb
going to try?
disappeared.
Jack, where is your attention at when it comes to deflecting bullets? Because it sounds like you were focusing on the car that is doing the drive-by.
Yep. Well, at first I was actually not, but then when they started shooting, that's where my attention got diverted. And
Yeah, they're using automatic weapons.
Yep. And I used the spell, so I can't use it again this turn.
Okay. So Caleb gets shot. Let's see here.
And he goes down.
Drive by, and then I need to see what his health is. Sorry.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I just realized the bullets I actually fired at the tire were fucking incendiaries. That's what I had loaded in my fucking clip. 'Cause I was thinking we were gonna go get some vampires. That just suddenly, yeah.
Oh, you shot incendiaries?
Yeah, that's what I had. I just totally dawned on me. I was like, oh fuck! The last thing I had loaded in the fucking pistol was the incendiary bullets.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything to a tire.
How do you determine health? Stamina plus size.
Yeah, but that sounds right.
Okay, so size is 5, I believe. And stamina. Okay, so. Okay. Okay, Caleb is hurting. He didn't have his health track set up. So, so that was 12s, 11s. Oh, there's an 11. It's another guy who you guys were arguing with. He sees guy shoot at Caleb. Caleb gets shot and staggers back. This other gangster who you're arguing with diverts focus on you guys and looks at the car that is shooting and pops off a couple of shots over towards the car. The guy who you were, the guy who was doing all of the talking in front, he goes and he shoots. Okay. Hits Caleb.
Yeah.
Oh, that crazy bastard.
Yeah. And when you're saying that, am I right?
Yeah, right. Hello. Hello.
And yeah, he gets hit again. At this point, he is losing his ability to hold himself upright and is falling backwards.
Pissing his pants.
10, Floyd.
Pop
and
smoke.
Akono.
Yeah, Akono has taken his action with the
Okay,
deflection.
gotcha. Floyd, you're
Pop and smoke.
Are you really?
Oh yes.
I was about to do the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many I can. I've got 2 smoke grenades. If I can do both of them, I'll do both of them.
That would be really difficult.
But I'll at least pull out the white smoke grenade, pop that, and all I want to do is pop smoke and hit the ground.
Okay, where are you going to? Are you going to throw it anywhere, or are you just going to like drop it at your feet and do like the Batman vanish?
Yeah, like drop it, in front of me basically, because I know those things flame out a little bit. So.
Yep.
Yeah, just
Yep, it's going to shoot in a direction, whichever direction it's pointed.
Yeah. Yep.
He places it gingerly down.
Okay, so you're kind of throwing it a little bit in front of you. Are you putting it as a concealment barrier to the gangster guys then?
Well, how far apart? I mean, I know our group is a little bit separated, but we're not that far apart. I mean, those gangsters, they came up and started talking to us, and
yeah, you guys are probably about 10 meters from them.
Yeah, so if I put smoke right on my position, I was almost exactly between the gang members and the rest of our group, since I came up to talk with Tommy, since he was sort of up there. So I feel like I'm, it's sort of like, here's our group and here's their group, and I'm, right in the middle here. So
Okay. Yeah.
I want to try and put it in a place where once it, gets churning, it should cover as many of us, including the gang members, as possible.
Yep. Okay. I like it.
Ooh,
cool.
good,
Tactically sound, Floyd. Tactically.
Also,
sound.
when I do it, I say, I yell. I'm like, I'm popping smoke.
Because that's just cool shit to say.
It is.
You're
cool
like,
I'm looking in the book. I actually drew up the stats for all of these guys, and I just found in the book under combatants there's a gangbanger,
oh, perfect.
and the stats
Howie,
are almost identical to what I had.
Nice.
Very close.
Lord of Dark.
That's because you epitomize the gangbanger. persona
I hate it
when
though.
you-
Like it says under storytelling hints, the first line is "Gangbangers are thugs." All right, not going there. Next. Okay, so Kono went, Floyd went, Jeb.
I'm gonna pop smoke and try to put it in between the car and us.
Okay.
Great minds think alike, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I will let that go off. No roll needed. So you're dropping more concealment. Do you know what color yours is?
Orange.
It's mauve.
Mauve. Is that even really a color?
I don't think there is an orange one. I think there's only 4 colors in smoke grenades.
Are there?
No, there's. I think there is orange.
There's red. There's red. There's purple, white,
green.
Chartreuse. Chartreuse.
I'm almost positive there's also orange and blue.
There is an orange. I don't know about a blue.
I don't remember ever seeing an orange or blue, but we can say we got it
Those
because
are for medics, and this is World of Darkness. So fuck
Yeah.
you and your real life shit.
Floyd can create
Sorry.
orange or blue.
Model 18 colored smoke grenade, available in red, green, yellow, or violet.
that's purple.
Chartreuse.
But it doesn't say white. So my guess is I'd probably have red.
Okay. Red is typically used for
those are medics.
doing an
right?
LZ. Yeah.
Yeah, it's or marking an enemy territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would need to use the
Throw the
purple.
artillery at the red smoke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But since we're not signaling the United States military, I think we need to just put whatever smoke we've got.
And
Yeah.
we're already there, so they can't fire the artillery at us. You know what I'm saying? We are the artillery.
All right. So you were saying red smoke? Okay. Cool. Red
One
smoke's great. It
smoke,
smells
2
better.
smoke, red smoke, blue smoke.
Yes, the World of Darkness line of children's books.
World of Darkness children's books. Oh, that's great. They can have
I've
pocket.
got some connections in publishing. We'll see what we can do.
All the kids always sing like the really freaky, you know.
Yeah, the World of Darkness children's book. It's only banned in 43 countries.
All right. I'm gonna throw.
Hold,
this
hold on.
out.
Side note: have you seen the guy that raps Dr. Seuss?
Oh yes, yes. That
If you haven't, you need to watch on YouTube the dude who raps the Dr. Seuss book.
Ow.
I did see Saturday Night Live or Mad TV or something one time did a parody of Martin Luther King reading a Dr. Seuss book. One fish, a 2 fish, a red fish, a blue fish.
Who's this? Who is singing that,
All right.
Floyd?
Back to
It was Martin Luther King reading a Dr. Seuss book.
Oh gosh.
Martin Luther King.
All right. So another hail of bullets come in from the car. One of them is going to hit Jeb.
Damn, motherfuckers.
Kono.
I can't do anything about it unless are we on a new initiative because I've already acted for.
Oh yeah.
You did not actively move it away. What I'm saying is that
You're still allowing me to cast another one.
yeah. You have the opportunity to deflect.
Okay, yes, I will definitely do that.
Okay. And I'm assuming you're going to deflect it into the direction of the gang party?
To the
gangbangers?
To the guy that just shot at Caleb, preferably.
Oh shit, the guy.
Okay, that's the guy who was like the main speaker, dude.
Okay.
The second guy to shoot Caleb, or the first guy to shoot Caleb?
To shoot Caleb.
Because I understand
Second
he got
guy
shot
to shoot
twice.
Caleb
I'm
was
standing.
the guy
so
who was
Tommy,
talking.
It's so
So-
hard to know.
So Tommy's standing in front of him, and they decide to shoot the guy with the shotgun that blasted one of their dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So the Punisher's standing in front of you, and you shoot the random dude by the. Okay.
I tell you what, if
the Middle Eastern guy.
if the Punisher
The white
was
guy-
standing in front of you, you'd be scared to shoot him too.
You shoot, and he took out 250s and blasted a car that drove down.
Well, let's
Or
be.
are you talking about Jeb?
We're talking about Tommy. Let's be honest.
Tommy.
He
Well,
struggled.
Tommy spun around.
He struggled
Yeah, but I
to
was
lift
standing in
those
front of
50 cals.
He was like,
Yeah, they're wobbly.
Okono's
Fuck
gonna
you
step him
guys.
up, and be like,
Tommy's
"Here,
gonna
let
work
me
on
hold
his
those for you."
strength.
So
He's
Jeb
got
shot at
guns.
the car. So
Tommy's
Welcome
more
to the gun show.
Tommy's
Tommy-
wary and nimble, whereas Jeb is just a fucking bulldozer.
Hey, Tommy is just like me, and you must be like. I mean, I wear a medium. You wear. See, look at the gun show.
I wear the wetsuit.
Okay, so for people who
So those
you probably
watching at
wouldn't
home,
notice this. So I'm just gonna pass that through. So there's another guy who takes a shot. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. Jeb went, Tommy went, Okono went. Caleb would have an initiative at that point.
he would probably fall down
Finn.
and heal himself.
He would probably try to take cover and find somebody else to shoot at with a shotgun. Knowing him, it would be the same guys that we didn't need to start any shit with. But
He is in the taking minuses.
yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah. He only has a couple of more health slots open.
Well, shit. I mean, did you hear him earlier? He was all out of sorts. Fuck. He must
Dude.
get hit hard.
What the fuck happened to him?
He was fucked up.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's I think it's either the mushrooms from Okono or one of the random pills from Bartholomew.
I was gonna say it sounds a lot like somas to me.
No,
That's what it sounds
it was completely something from me. I mean, it's just mushrooms don't do that.
No, that is a straight up. That's a soma, or I don't know, because it was like slowly going. I pump my fucking shock.
All right.
That's how it affects. That's how it affects you when you do it anally. I'm just saying. I don't know that personally. I'm just saying I've heard.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it. Jeb.
All right. Jeb, what's your armor?
My armor is I've got a Kevlar bulletproof vest.
Hey, the one good thing Caleb
I
did
think
is
that's
he
a 2.
launched he gave
3
me like a
against
4
melee.
plus
It's
4.
2 against range. It's a 3.
Okay, cool. Okay. Um,
I can
Let's
say
see here.
Caleb gave me +4 before he went down, so we're good.
Floyd, what? Yeah, he should have gave that to himself.
No shit.
I'm gonna
Floyd.
give it to Tommy and then start shooting all these gangbangers with
Yeah, I'm like, what the
What was that?
I'm going to instigate the combat.
And then
Make myself
Fall
the
out.
biggest target.
Yeah.
Right. He's basically C. Thomas Howell in what was it? Red Dawn. Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine!
Pop, pop, pop.
What do you want for Floyd?
Armor, please.
Oh, armor. For someone, for a physical attack or a shooting?
Shot.
Shots
For a
fired.
shot,
Pistolero.
it is, 2 Kevlar. He's wearing a Kevlar vest. So wait, hold on. I have it written down here.
So that'd be 3.
Yes,
What
should
is
be.
Tommy wear?
It's 2 versus melee, 3 versus ranged.
Man, he's got that shit on tap. Mark's like, boom, that's what it is.
Oh, boom.
He's
Boom,
like,
boom.
he's like,
I shot.
Alright,
Or
and then
they
these
shot.
guys-
Boom. I shot. Tap, 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 tap.
yeah, he's like, know your character. Know
That's
him.
right.
Just- I
No, yo,
shot
shit.
an Uzi. I shot an Uzi this weekend, bro. Fucking 30
Nice.
rounds. We're like,
These are they probably what you're hearing is the shots of like a Tech 9.
Oh, nice.
Pew pew
Okay.
pew 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 pew.
Pop, 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 pop.
Jam, jam, jam,
jam.
jam.
Jams are there. Because I had when I shot that Uzi, I jammed up twice.
Oh shit.
Dude, we had a Tech 9 jam so that when I pulled the slide back to look at it, somebody brought it over and was like, I don't know why it's not shooting anymore. So I pulled the slide back. The bullet was facing the wrong way, and it was it was all the way
Yeah.
flipped around.
I forget what that's called. Was it the bullet or the shell?
The whole thing, it hadn't fired.
Yeah.
Hadn't fired. So
Yeah.
so they loaded it wrong. They loaded it backwards.
No.
It popped. It breached
Something
and
happened.
popped.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
forget what that's called. That happens every now and then with an M4. Like the shell, like it won't kick out, but it will get lodged in backwards and it's one of the fucking nastiest jams.
I had to get a knife. I had to have somebody else hold the slide open while I took a knife to pry the bullet out.
Mhm.
And I was
Yeah,
like, all right, nobody.
That was
stand
me,
on this
dude.
side
I
of the
helped
thing.
you with that.
Was that you? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that was you.
Yeah. No, I was there for that. All right, so yeah, we have Tech 9 firing the Tech 9. I was just listening to Tech 9 the other day.
DJ
good for cleaning.
Activation applauds your choices.
Yeah, now I'm seeing that.
Oh.
So yeah, so these guys are all shooting at you guys, and at the car, the gangbangers.
So now we're getting
The,
shot on both sides.
The guys who are shooting from the car, they pretty much got all of their shots off. There's one more shot there.
I'm about to turn around and fire on these other motherfuckers. Fuck them all.
Oh, fucking shit, he rolls. All right, that's all right. It's good for you guys.
That's right. That's right.
Let's see here.
It is good for.
Actually. All right, it looks like Finn got hit.
Oh, no,
Finn?
no, boy, no, not her.
And down goes
Yeah.
Finn.
Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart.
All right, so Finn got hit. Now we're going to go to a new initiative. I'm just going to have you guys keep whatever initiatives you had instead of rolling them all over.
Damn
just for
it.
the sake of time.
I want to improve mine.
Do you have the improve initiative feat? You get a +4. That's some old school D&D. Does not apply.
Mhm,
All
mhm.
right. So we will start out at the top with Tommy. So yeah, smoke is starting to pump out. It's not real strong yet, but it will get there real soon.
Has the car changed direction at all?
Does
I want to know
not
if I
seem
if I
to
hit
have.
that driver or not.
There is a little bit of a wobble, but it does not
a turn
appear to
lasts
be
how long?
significant.
About 10 seconds? 30 seconds?
You what?
No. I said that whole turn maybe lasted 10 seconds.
Less than that. Less than that. About 3 to 5.
So I'm gonna unload the rest of my rounds into the back seat of the car.
Okay, so you're reloading.
No. I still have 7
You have
rounds.
one shot.
You got one
No, I
shot.
only
You
One
got
shot
one shot,
each.
1 and 4 in the other. Well, because you fired 6 out of
Oh.
1, 3 out of the other, and it's just, if you got a 7-round magazine, which is what it says, then you
Okay.
have 1 shot in one and 4 shots.
4 in the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
5
he
shots.
started with rounds in each chamber.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So technically 7 plus 1.
So that leaves me with
2 and 5.
8.
7.
8.
2 and 5 is 7.
If I start with 7 plus 1 in both chambers, that's 16 minus 9 shots.
It's 7.
So.
All right. Fuck you.
I'm just gonna go out and say that we never do the plus
hard.
1. When you put your weapon away, you drop the magazine, you unload the bullet, and you put it back in the magazine.
Well, my favorite meme that I've seen this week was the whole oh my gosh, it was rather disappointing to find out that there was no satanic panic because role playing is math and improv.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Just math and improv. That's it.
All right, so basically I can math, I tactical reload, and I fucking shoot the rest of my gun.
Okay.
Okay, so I have 7 in one and 5 in the other.
Okay.
No, 4 in the other, right? So I could still shoot 9 into the back seat.
True.
Okay, so you're gonna drop your 1 magazine.
I'm dropping the tactical reload.
Okay.
Dropping it like
and
it's
then, well, and there's still 2 rounds in that one, right? No, 1 round in that one.
Have
There's
to
a
remember to
single
pick
round,
those
but-
clips up later.
Fuck yeah, as long as I ain't fucking like Caleb dying.
Actually, Tommy, you are trained and proficient in dropping a magazine and putting it right back into
in the same holster.
Yeah,
that I'm
and then
pulling the
pulling
other
out
one
the
out
other
of.
one and putting it in there. Like that's
Yeah.
a thing.
It's a thing.
Tommy's
It's muscle memory, man. It's muscle
It
memory.
is. It really is.
All right. So, let's do this. Dice. I'm gonna go 60-10, right?
Sounds right.
Why do you make it sound like this is the wrong move to make?
Dick, move.
Huh?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking.
Oh,
responding to a whisper.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it is.
So, do I re-roll the 9, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, that didn't work.
Oh, good.
Is that a 1 I see?
Okay. That's 2
Man.
successes.
It's rough.
Full effect.
This one's terrible.
Yeah, you're rolling like I've been rolling. Oh, there
Holy
you go.
shit. Well,
there
there's
you
3.
go.
So I had 5 successes again.
Yeah. Well, it's 1, 1, and 3.
1, 1, and 3. What is the difference? That's still 5. Math is hard, okay?
Well, they're 3 separate attacks. So, you do see.
It's the back seat where the shooters are, right?
Well, there's a guy in the back seat who was on the driver's side, so he's sitting behind the driver.
Up over the top.
And he was up over the top.
Gotcha.
you see that you hit him with a good, well-placed round.
And I don't mean to rain on anybody's parade. However, there is a smoke cloud, or at least forming, in between us and the car.
Hey, Jeb, shut up. He said earlier that it hasn't formed too much yet.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
He literally said,
I'm
Jeb,
just
don't
trying
fuck
to
with
help
Tommy's
the,
parade.
so much shit to take care of. And
Tommy's
the
over
smoke,
here.
The smoke is collecting, and it's at about knee to thigh level.
Okay.
At this point, it builds up from the bottom up.
Gotcha.
Rises. Oh, Bartholomew's name calling.
That's it.
Might I remind you that there's smoke everywhere?
I was impressed when the first time I saw a smoke grenade go off. I was impressed with how fast that smoke
deploys.
Yeah, I mean, I could not believe the amount of smoke.
Check this out.
That thing.
I've been watching smoke grenades all week, and they fucking work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're great for concealment.
Yeah.
I've been watching them go off.
Are you
all
talking
over the
about
country.
on the news?
Yeah, on the news. I've been watching World of Darkness happen around us all week.
It's sad but true, and I'm laughing.
Okay, so
Anyway.
that's my firing.
All right, that was good. Good job. Proud of you.
Thank you, Easter Bunny.
All right. And now we're gonna do this. I am going to take a -1 for concealment on these guys shooting. Oh my gosh. Not a single success. All right. Keep on moving.
Ooh, they missed us.
So the guys are still shooting from
guys in
the
the car?
Yeah. And yeah, nothing really happened there. We are going to go to. So Tommy went. Bartholomew. Jack, are you wanting to do the same action? The move bullets, or are you going to wait to act on your initiative?
I'm going to probably act on my initiative.
You're muted.
No.
Check mutes. There you go.
Maybe he's
to,
silent.
Yeah. I am
He's
going
silent
to
about
take a different
Bartholomew.
action.
I don't know.
You're going to take an action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was the leader of the gangbangers shooting at?
He shot and
He's
hit
the one who shot Caleb last.
Caleb.
Did he
So
miss Caleb, or did he hit
No, he hit
on
him.
accident?
Am I close enough that I will walk up to him? How close am I? I was.
You're like 10ish feet away.
Okay, because
Like between-
my goal is to take my guns, move in, and basically put my forehead against his gun while aiming at him and somebody else in the crowd. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay.
Didn't he just shoot our guy?
That's what I'd like to do. So I'm gonna walk up to
Okay.
him, and if I can do that and just rest his gun here, and then I'll do this, and I'll be like,
I saw you rolling dice. I don't know what that was for.
what I sent you before in the whisper.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
5 successes.
He's rolling for drug, the effects of drugs on his systems.
Yes.
Because now he's putting a gun to his head on the guy who just shot Caleb.
Okay. So it's kind of tricky in a timing aspect of this because
Yeah.
gunfights and walking and stuff like that are tricky. So I'm going to say that this initiative, you started doing this as he shot Caleb.
Okay.
And that was when you took your action that you rolled for and started walking at the immediate same time.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, that is your initiative. Let's see, now we have that guy. There's going to be another. Okay. I'm going to roll to see who. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, Floyd.
So I'm on the ground. I take a look back where.
Oh
Father
no.
Albrecht-
I'm not saying it's your turn. I'm saying that you got hit
Oh, shit.
by a round.
Floyd. Yes. No, you're.
I am.
No, you just got hit.
I am prone. Does that make me less likely to get hit?
Okay, I did not hear you say that you went prone.
Yeah, he said he popped smoke and
He
then
did. He popped the smoke grenade and dove to the ground.
And hit the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a.
But you can hit Floyd. He likes.
No, I'm gonna roll a percentile dice, and if you hit the small odds, you're gonna get hit.
All right.
Yeah, you didn't
Basically,
hit the small odds.
Floyd's used to the government hitting on him anyway. So it's just one more thing the man does.
He knows this whole thing is a setup.
All right. So Tommy, you get clipped by a round that came from the cars. Well, the car. And let me see here. I'm gonna do that. Okay. And it does not cause any damage. Like, it hits you again, and you're like, these bullets are bouncing off of me. I feel like the Incredible Hulk.
I'm invincible.
Fuck
Pretty
yeah.
much. Pretty much.
Who hit that? Who got hit?
Next.
Wait a minute. Who got hit?
Not you. Not you. I mean, the bullet hit you, and it just kind of like bounced off your forehead. It's weird.
What the fuck?
What's been hit? What's been hit?
Caleb, something is fucking weird because bullets are hitting me, but they ain't hurting me.
All right, and then
Don't
that guy.
Don't look and get force in the mouth.
Okay, so that happened there. That happened there.
You're the Hulk. Attack.
I already did. I shot the shit out of the car.
More
Oh,
attack.
Oh shit. Okay. One of the guys who was one of the gangbangers
Turning into a vampire.
takes like 3 steps forward and takes 3 shots. Bang, 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 right at Caleb. And he hit what he was shooting at. And Caleb falls over backwards, unconscious.
That guy's the next guy to die.
Oh my god.
How close is he to me?
Oh.
You have your back turned to him.
Was Caleb was in front of me? How was Caleb in front of me?
No. You're focused on the street where the car
Right.
is.
So this guy steps up to Caleb and shoots him, or did he just take 3 steps up?
He took 3 steps like towards Caleb. If you were watching it, he was just basically taking like an aggressive stance. Like he was determined to gun this guy down.
But those shots came from behind me.
Yeah, they came from behind you. And now, so we had Bart go, we had that guy go.
Chad, that fucker gonna die.
Another gangbanger takes some shots.
And like every
There's a
stormtrooper
good roll.
misses.
No, these are good. That's good. You hear pop, 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 and those shots go into the car that's doing the drive-by, and you hear the tires screech a little bit. And yeah, the car shakes.
How come their bullets make the car shake and mine don't? What the fuck? I feel slighted.
Floyd.
Am I getting hit or is it my turn?
The answer is yes.
That's a valid question.
I will. I'm gonna look back at where Father Albright and Father what's his name?
Agaji.
Agaji. I want to check out to see, are they standing up? Are they still there? Are they laying on the ground?
Father Albright. So Father Magaji went over towards the tree, and he's kind of like tuckered down there. Father Albright actually has a pistol in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Machine gun preacher style.
Father Albright is a bad motherfucker.
He has a pistol in his hand, and he is taking aim on the gangbangers.
The ones close to us.
The standing ones or the car ones?
The ones that just shot the shit out of Caleb.
Yeah.
All right. So do I see Caleb laying on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll crawl. He's got to be somewhat close to me, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's not that far away. He's within
All right.
decent
I'll-
distance.
I'll crawl over to him and try to do whatever first aid I can do.
CPR.
Is his heart stopped? Maybe it's for the best.
Wait till Chris watches this tomorrow. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck happened?"
God
He's
damn
gonna be
it.
like, "The fuck."
I have no skill at all in medicine.
Okay.
I
So it's
will-
going to be a -1, so you might
I will-
actually cause harm.
I'm gonna pull out all my stops. and
Just start shoving tampons in the wounds, man.
I'll go ahead and, well, I will say, like, as I'm crawling over, I'll say, man
Two in the
down.
pink, one in the.
Does anyone know first aid? Man down. but he's gonna crawl
Medic.
over there and do whatever first
Medic.
aid he can. So, all right, so
He's calling to Tommy and Jeb for medic.
They would.
So I get a single die roll, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Corman.
here we go.
He's calling for Coobs.
Eh.
All right. You put your hands on the bullet wounds, and you're kind of like pushing down on it because you remembered hearing in the movies that they always say put pressure.
Fuck.
The wounds.
I'm like, put pressure on it. Gotta put pressure on it.
So you find like 2 of the wounds, and you kind of like put your hands on it, and they're getting bloody. That shit's gonna be sticky later.
I'll stay. I'll keep doing that and just try not to get shot.
Okay. Okay. And you're also getting a little bit nauseous because it kind of stinks too.
With the smoke.
No, with the blood.
Yeah, the blood.
Oh, I'm cool.
And
with
depending on where he was shot, it could be
The
internal.
bile.
Might have been
Yeah.
a gut shot.
Could have been a gut shot.
I've heard about sucking chest wounds in movies, so I'll try to put a little sheet of plastic over it or whatever.
It's a church
There's a
parking lot. They got
plastic bag.
Ziploc baggies
There's a
everywhere.
plastic bag. Yeah.
Bartholomew, give me one of your drug baggies.
Those aren't Ziploc.
Matter of
Those are
fact, give
twist
me the
up.
drugs in it too. We'll dump the drugs in the bullet holes so that it helps
There
with
you
the
go.
pain.
Have the bullets.
Yeah, yeah. And who had the bullets in the Ziploc baggies?
I did. Akono will.
Yeah,
That was
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
of us?
Yeah. Lots of
All of us.
plastic.
Hello, see?
Actually, plastic and tinfoil is really good for stomach wounds. Sucking chest wounds, not so much. But your
Well,
guy would
plastic-
probably think that it works.
Yeah, well, Floyd has absolutely zero idea what the fuck he's doing. I'm just trying to. I see blood and I try and stick like cloth and shit in it.
He doesn't understand that a sucking chest wound is actually called a tension pneumothorax.
Hello.
Floyd doesn't know any of this stuff.
Aw.
Whatever, brag. Now you're bragging.
Yeah, I'm just shining myself.
Show off.
I
Now
just
you're
stick
bragging.
cloth in places. I dab at it, and I put pressure on it. Pressure. Gotta put pressure on it.
Pressure on the wound.
He
All
tries
right.
not to get blood on the carpet.
Does sucking chest wound doesn't that mean you have to suck out like the poison?
I
from
think
the
you're
wound?
supposed to suck the bullets out like a
Well,
no,
you have to suck the blood out of the lungs so that they can breathe.
It's like a
They don't
snake bite.
cough it up.
It's like a
I saw
snake
an
bite,
episode
man.
of-
It's like a
I
snake
saw an
bite. You
episode
gotta
of
suck the
MASH
poison out.
once. I saw an episode of MASH once where he used a ballpoint pen, and he got the guy to keep breathing with a ballpoint pen. So I asked
Through
around,
the
"Who's got a
trach.
ball- I need a
Stab the
ballpoint
pin
pen."
through his
I need to stab Caleb in the neck.
It's an emergency tracheotomy. I'm not stabbing him in the neck. I'm performing a medical procedure.
That's right. I mean, I might miss the trachea.
You're like the
Stabbing in
trachea.
the
That's
artery.
the thing on the side with the heartbeat, right?
Whoops, I hit the jugular.
Trachea is in your forehead, right?
Relieve the pressure of the brain. You gotta relieve the blood on the brain.
Bring it down in a stabbing motion.
And a
What, I gotta
stabbing.
stab 2 times?
No, you just gotta fucking stab him once, but it's gotta be hard enough to get through the breastplate.
Through the chest and breastplate.
The breastplate.
Pressure on the brain. Pressure on the brain. What is that? ICP.
Ah.
Fucker peed himself? No, ICP. Intracranial pressure. Fucker peed. Gets shot in the brain and makes you pee.
Caleb has peed himself at this point.
Yep. Caleb
Well-
has urine in his pants.
Well, at least Floyd isn't.
Has
as
his
far as
bowels
the role
released.
himself.
So no. It's
No bowel
but
release,
he is emitting warm fluid from not 3 but 4 openings in his body.
All right.
Shit.
Well, I yell out. I seem to remember that Finn was a medic or something. So as soon as I get over there and I fumble around with my stupid half-assed first aid, I start yelling, "Finn, casualty! Finn, casualty!"
Okay, you look over and you see Finn lying down too, and she appears to be holding a wound.
Oh well, we're fucked.
She got shot too. Well, that's right. She got shot early on, and Jeb was silently cheering.
No, nothing. No. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
Finn, no,
That's
don't
probably
get.
all I
No, not again. No, not again.
What you don't know is that Jeb was sending whispers to me, and he was actually the one who shot Finn.
Friendly fire. What?
That
There's
makes
a lot of
sense.
smoke. Nobody saw that.
We weren't friends.
Blue on blue? No. She was always red.
Yeah.
She was always on the other team.
Well, I'm glad to know that our whispers are completely confidential. Really pleased by that.
Well, if I knew how to whisper, I would be whispering, but I don't.
/W.
Tommy don't whisper shit.
Yeah.
I just say it. I say what I mean.
That's right. Tommy learned how to whisper on a fucking helicopter.
That's right. Hey, Jeb, fuck that bitch.
Look at that fucking guy over there. Let's shoot him.
Let's shoot him.
All right. Yeah,
Hey,
we're
Jeb,
still.
I'm gonna shoot that fucking guy.
All right.
Okay, so that was Floyd. So there were some more shots. Jeb. No, I'm sorry, Kono.
I just my drive shut down the book. I'm gonna use. There's a 4-dot forces levitation telekinetic. It's called the unseen.
Here he goes again. He's pulling the Matrix. Float in the air.
No,
He's
not
gonna
me.
do the Trinity move.
No, you
I'm gonna
got it
piss
all
real quick. I'll
wrong.
be right back.
Are you gonna lift the car up in the air?
Do I have to mute you? I'm gonna do it. That gets me no, I can't actually. Cooves has got the mute power.
I mute you.
See, and then I did it again. Well, whatever. It's I'll have to look it up. 'Cause
Okay.
The drive keeps closing on me.
I see it. It's levitation. It's on page 173.
No, it's not levitation. It's called unseen hand.
That's a D&D spell.
No, it's a check force.
That's a cantrip.
That's a different hand.
Check forces 4 dots.
I see it. Yep. The mage can telekinetically lift a living creature remotely.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got an unseen
Practice
hand.
weaving. It's concentration. It's vulgar.
So I'm just gonna
Why
grab
is
that
it gotta
guy
be
that
vulgar?
just shot Caleb, and I'm just gonna lift him up in the air, and I'm gonna yell at Tommy, "Shoot that one!"
Shoot this one. Ooh, pinata. Target practice.
Okay. Just for the record, Akono, he was one of the people that was a little bit different in your observations.
So okay. All right. Well, then don't.
and
I won't yell, "Shoot this one." I'll say, "Taser him, beanbag, something other than bullets."
Hit him with the rubber ones.
Shoot him with a paint
I don't-
can.
Tommy doesn't shoot fucking rubber bullets. Let's be clear.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Why in the hell not?
Jeb's turn.
Because he shoots to kill.
Don't
So
you
I'm
ever
doing
want
the,
to interrogate?
No, he doesn't worry about interrogation. What the fuck?
I haven't made a vulgar magic roll in a long time.
Can I intimidate the car?
I don't. Tommy, he wants me to shoot rubber bullets. Who
can't
does that?
remember what page it's on.
It's on
now.
page 113.
Ah, well, I'll look to you.
All right. I kind of remember how it works. I'm just gonna go like this. Okay. No.
Just make it up. You're the DM.
Yeah.
I don't
All
know how
right.
any
The
of this
vulgar
shit works in this
stuff
game.
happens, and Tommy grows pink flowers out of his head.
Nice. Sorry about that, Tommy. Needed.
That's what happens when the DM makes shit up.
Whoa. I won't even. Tommy doesn't even notice that, so he's not fucking worried about it.
PM holds all power.
And his weapon is now firing bubbles.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, there's a hell of a storm coming in here.
Why am I not able to not provide weapons like that? I'm jealous.
All right. Did you make the roll? Do you need to know what the roll is?
It's a forces plus gnosis roll because it's all improvised. I don't have any roads.
Okay.
Forces plus gnosis. Forces plus gnosis.
Think about it.
Fishies. Fishies.
Goldfishy. 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 You know,
I thought you said go fish. Do you have any ones? Do you have any kings?
Okay.
You sink my Scrabble ship.
My gnosis is 5. You have 3 dice to roll for paradox too, or I'll roll them.
3 dice to roll for paradox.
Yeah.
And is it high or low?
What do you mean? High or low?
Who's high?
Okay, now I gotta read the whole damn thing.
No.
After the
It's like the potency of the spell.
Fire vulgar spell like the mage cast a covert spell, sleeper witnesses. The storyteller makes a paradox roll to see if the casting character has invoked a paradox. The paradox roll's base dice pool is determined by the caster's gnosis. My gnosis is 5, 3 dice. The base pool is also modified by various conditions, including successive paradox rolls. The more rolls made for paradoxes, the higher your next dice pool becomes. So
that's on 123 is where the chart is.
Yeah. And then I am using a magical tool, so we'll cancel. I don't have one of those. So, but there's probably if there's sleepers there, then
Yes, so it'd be a +2.
Yep, be a +2 to my dice pool. So I have a -1, so it's only a +1. My tomahawk is my casting tool.
Okay.
So then I have I have 4. You technically have 4 to roll. Before paradox is rolled, the caster's player can announce that his character tries to mitigate the chance of paradox by spending mana to ease the passage of the spell into the world. 1 mana point per die the player wants to subtract from the paradise pool. This reflexive action. How much mana do I have? I think I have plenty. I can't.
Oh yeah, you can cast mana to mitigate.
Yeah. I have 11 mana currently, so I'll just mitigate it.
You're gonna mitigate all of it?
Yeah. Well, I'll no. You know what? I'm just gonna mitigate it down to 1 die, so I'll just use 3.
Okay. 3 mana, 1 dice.
Yeah.
And then I see here it's basically if there is a success.
Yeah.
But then like the amount of successes determine the severity. It goes Havoc, Bedlam, Anomaly, Branding, Manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
You do some native mumbo jumbo, and there's like some kind of interesting, like kind of bluish violet swirls that kind of go around this guy, and he ends up going up into the air. And he is yelling. He is saying, "What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck, fuck, motherfucker, what the fuck?" And he is not shooting. He is very distracted. And not happy at all.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I think this shit just kicked in.
So that was a Kono. Now we got Jeb.
Is the car still visible, still rolling by, still firing at us?
It is. It's still semi-visible. Like the concealment is starting to take pretty good effect.
Okay. So it would probably hinder any attack roll that I made on it.
It would be at a -2 right now.
Okay. I was gonna try to, because now that I realized I had the incendiary rounds, I was gonna try shooting out the gas tank. Dun, 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 dun. But I need to get at least six successes to pierce the gas tank. So I'm like, that's gonna be cutting it really close, especially with a bunch of minuses, and it's a -3 to hit to begin with.
You could risk
so that'd be a -5. I don't even think it's possible unless I were to roll a whole bunch of 10s. So instead, I will, and then the guys in front of us, the guys on foot, they are still shooting at us and still visible.
Yeah, they are also starting to get concealed as well.
All right, I'll do a little double tap, 3 short burst on, I guess. Closest guy as Akono says, shoot that one.
No, I didn't say that. Because he was telling me that this guy is something that I want to talk to him about.
Something else to note, the guy who is now floating in the air, Bartholomew is about 5 to 3 feet away from him.
Okay.
In the air?
No. Okay. Bartholomew walked right up to that guy.
Okay.
And then he starts going up in the air.
I will. I'll shoot the next nearest guy then. If they're shooting at us, I mean, I was hoping to just get into a fist fight with these guys, but fucking Caleb has to pull out the fucking shotgun and shoot him.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Basically just like shotting, trying to cut the dude's neck off at a party when.
at a dinner party.
Why would you do that? Why would you?
To be fair, though, I think they all started pulling out their guns when Tommy pulled his gun out.
That's true. That's true. Tommy pulled out the gun, escalated the violence, the violent potential, and
So
then
because I am not a de-escalator, but an agitator.
and then Caleb, who had no frontal lobe cortex filter,
Just fucking shot
they're like,
somebody.
fuck this.
All right, I fire at the next nearest combatant who has got a gun pointed at us.
And those are the guys behind us, right?
Yeah, the gangbangers. Pretty easy to pick out.
Jesus Christ.
You should shoot the most articulate one so that we deal with the biggest idiot when we're done.
That guy is floating in the air right now.
No, I meant the big guy up front. So that we get to deal with the Tommies of the world.
Yeah,
Great.
so I do six lethal damage with incendiary rounds.
Ugh. What does incendiary do?
That's my.
It blows up.
Well, the closest I could find is a tracer, and so basically it's gonna set any flammable material on fire. It's not so like that, which is why like shooting at a gas tank, normally you'd have to do at least 3 points past the to set off an ignition. But
Yep.
I was thinking incendiary would probably do it in a fucking pinch. But so he might have like clothes on fire and shit like that.
Okay. So yeah, you shoot him. You hit him center mass. There is a little bit of a flame shooty thing coming out of his chest. He stumbles over backwards. Goes down.
Mic off.
At this time, so you see the guy who's like floating up in the air, and then you also see Bartholomew taking his pistol. What kind of pistol is it?
It's a let me tell you, it's a CZ Shadow 2.
Is it a big one?
Yeah, it's a big
Like
one.
a hand cannon?
Yeah.
So you see Bartholomew taking his pistol, and he's looking at the guy floating up in front of him, and he aims it right at his crotch and says,
I'll say, perhaps you and your crew should leave, yeah?
he's like, get me the fuck down, motherfucker. Fuck, what the? Get me the fuck down.
It seems like our plan is going exactly as it usually does.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. All right. So now that was Jeff. Okay, we got one more shooty shoots. Actually,
Link established.
oh,
Mic
nice.
off.
Wait. Okay. Okay. Now I'm rolling good. Oh my gosh. All right. I just made composure rolls for everyone because weird shit's happening and it's a gunfight, and I made every single one. Two of them had
my
like
God.
2 successes.
Not okay. Not okay.
Yeah. Composure 2, can't fail.
No, that sucks. Shit.
What happened? Yeah.
So I made composure checks for all the gangbangers because they got 2 casualties. One guy's floating in the air. There's a car that's shooting at them, and you guys are fucking crazy. And their composure is 2, and I made rolls for all of them, and I didn't fail a single one.
That's pretty.
2 of
They're
them
gonna
had
take
2
their trophy, which would
successes.
be-
I rolled
they're gonna
multiple
grab-
10s. When it comes to shooting, I can't hit shit. So, all right.
But they are persistent.
Mic on.
So they can't shoot stuff, but they're not going to run away.
They ain't leaving.
Uh-uh.
They're committed. They're committed to learning.
Mic off.
All right. So one guy takes a shot, and is shooting at
When do you use resolve?
Floyd again. Nope,
Mic on.
doesn't even see him. Takes a shot. You hear a shot go whizzing by you, Floyd. Now, I also want to be mindful of the time.
Certainly.
Yeah.
I know that we have some of us on the East Coast, which is a little more time consequential than the rest of us, especially those of us on the West Coast.
1:15 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
Look at you.
West Side.
So yeah, we can close today's session at that.
We can, and there's me riding the bull.
There it is.
Ah,
Oh wait, let me see that again.
Oh my God, you're a rock star. Jesus.
nice.
Look at you. Pin a rose on you, bitch.
I wish I could have been your clown.
Coops, you are my clown, bitch.
You can always
Yeah.
darkness, you certainly are.
Awesome.
The tears of Lord of Darkness.
Is that like a Iceman Maverick moment? You can be my clown. Screw that.
That's right.
Nice. You can be mine. All right. Yeah. I'm
All right, I will write down where we left off.
Yeah.
Because none of the rest
I'm,
of us take notes.
Yeah. I write down
good.
some every now and then throw them away after losing them for 6 months.
Thanks, Joe.
You know what? I
I've
just
got-
remember in my brain because I have that weird OCD auditory recall
Oh,
In your brain pan with your mind grapes.
with my mind grapes. But you know what? I don't know my character, but I know where we were and what everybody said.
I feel kind of silly for like writing down kind of detailed information on some of these gangbangers and history and information. And,
He's like Frank. You just shot Frank. I spent hours building Frank. You ain't nearly as gonna be as pissed off as Chris is when he wakes up and he's bleeding out.
yeah, he's bleeding out, almost dead.
Are you
The
kidding?
medic is also bleeding out.
He knows to expect it at this point.
Right, seriously.
How come every game we play, Chris is bleeding out somewhere? And everybody's looking at him like, he's bleeding out. We should do something. Fuck it.
Ah. Yeah, well, I mean, he just walked in guns blazing.
He did.
No, I walked in with guns. He just shot, which
Yeah.
is so out of character. That makes no sense.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was a little like, oh, good.
I know. That's why I tried to remind everyone, like, hunters, they're against the supernatural, but they are not against human. They're not
No.
against normal people. We're trying to save people. We're trying to wake people up to the idea that there's all these supernatural.
Hey, I'm
beings.
with you. I wasn't shooting until they shot at us.
No,
No,
your
he-
creatures are converted.
He definitely lost a point of humanity or morality or whatever that equivalent is.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna take if his character survives,
He doesn't die.
he's gonna take a hit. Tommy, you almost were like you were on the verge of losing a point of the humanity stuff. Like when you were sitting there saying, I'm about to shoot somebody, I'm like, okay, if you do, you will get penalized humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily unprovoked violence, but it's unnecessary.
It's an unnecessary escalation of violence.
Yeah. And if it's
But I'm
and
not
if
a
it's
cop. I'm not
legitimately
here to
life
de-escalate.
threatening, if it's legitimately life threatening and it's not needed, then that would be a penalty to your humanity.
Like if these gangbangers, if they just came out and started shooting at us, that's a totally different story. Then
Absolutely.
I'd be like, fuck
Yeah,
them.
then you have motive. You have motive to
They
defend
start
yourself
shooting.
for sure.
They're shooting at me, I'm gonna shoot back. But
Yeah.
but just because they're harassing us and they're getting pissed off, it's like we can still de-escalate this thing. Like we can walk away from this. We have no reason to be here. We have no beef with these guys.
Right. Plus, we are potentially fucking up one of our very, very few fucking allies. You know,
Again.
in this situation. So yeah, but like,
Yeah, but now he's shooting at him, so we're good.
I'm thinking at this point, if Caleb doesn't bleed out, Jeb will probably help him along.
Messing up his home base. Like this is where he calls home, right?
So the last time that I was in Chicago, I actually talked to the guy who I was staying with. I asked him if he
Knew anything about vampires?
No. Talked about going down to Garfield Park. I was like, so Garfield Park, I play this game, and a lot of the stuff that we're doing, you know, takes place there. And he just kind of looked at me, and he's, you know, an older white dude, lives in Lincoln Park, and he just kind of gave me this look. He's like, you know, we could, but you being who you are don't really have any business down there. Like, me being who I am, you know, like, white dude with, you know, like, that's basically what he was saying.
Yeah, and Lincoln Park is one of the most expensive areas in Chicago.
Yeah. No, it's expensive as fuck.
So yeah.
No, he's a very, very well-to-do guy. Really quality character too, but.
Well, I can tell you right now, there's something weird about these guys because one's floating in the air. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Floyd's not, you know, he's not like, well, we have to save all humans. We must protect all humans and destroy all, you know, enemies. He's not like, you know, paladin.
Look, Tommy's not bloodthirsty, but I don't like being provoked.
But yeah, at the same time, like these guys, they're concerned that their neighbor.
No.
Their neighbors getting upset, and they're coming in and they're concerned. And Floyd was like, you know what? Let's just. Floyd's like,
I was like, it ain't my fucking
get out of here.
Yeah.
I can appreciate all that, but gangbangers, 8 of them rolling up, hot, looking for, you know, a shakedown, they can go fuck themselves.
Well, they might not have been they might have been another group of fucking hunters. Remember, we are traveling with 3 mages.
They could also have been supernatural too. They could have been possessed. I mean, they could have been like fucked up.
Yeah, the whole thing is we never got the chance to fucking figure out what the fuck they were. You know, like, and I don't know.
Well,
like, whoever the fuck is in the car probably is not with them because they're shooting them too.
Here's the good news. Somebody started shooting, so we got to shoot people.
Yeah. Right.
I will say that I'm thinking that was a premature shotgun shell fire.
Yeah, it may have been.
I do think that was premature.
Yeah. Premature ejaculation.
And I'm all for shooting things. Not I like that, but I was a little surprised. But although, like, depending on what I'm on, I have to figure that out. I was either surprised or like, that was fucking cool. or where the fuck am I?
I loved your response to when the gangbangers were like, you know, you guys got anything that could help us, you know, de-escalate and get out of here? You're like, I got about $5,000. That was so great. And then Tommy got all, don't feed the animals.
Oh, hell no.
No, you don't feed the animals. Oh, no.
No, but that's my walk around money. So I was like, all right. I'm like, here you go.
I thought that was great. He's like, I got
so perfect.
$5,000 and it's nothing to him. He's like, here you go. No big deal. I am the heiress to the Wienermobile family.
Yes, please call me heiress because that makes me feel awesome.
Well, which would you prefer, heiress or Bridget?
I'm still trying to figure out Father Albright, the priest who carries a gun.
Now that's an interesting one. So yeah, Floyd, like I was concerned once the shooting started, Father Albright and the other father, they were going to like get cover. And
Albright's standing there like, what?
Father Albright's got a pistol at you. And I'm like, okay, there's something not quite. I mean, he lives in the hood, so maybe he's just a streetwise priest. That could be a thing, but yeah, we definitely we have to reassess our situation with him.
So all of you that just jumped on and started following, because there's a like, I don't know, 5 or 6 that I haven't seen. Jump in and follow us. We're just on the edge of becoming
follow us.
legitimate.
Yeah.
I think that's what the word is.
Legitimate. Nothing makes us legitimate.
Oh, we are right now illegitimate failures. So
illegitimate.
All right. Well,
I
good
didn't know that
times.
people could like make comments.
Nothing makes us legitimate.
They've been making comments. What do you mean? Oh, down.
No, like suggestions.
Oh, I haven't heard any I haven't seen the comments recently.
There's only 2 suggestions.
Yeah.
What were the suggestions?
One of them was be better.
Oh, that was early on.
Yeah, 2 months ago.
Wasn't that on the
And someone told the DM.
That was me.
That was you that said be better?
That was Mark saying, be better. Don't be so shitty.
My self-esteem like took a -2 for about a minute.
Loser.
It's like,
assholes.
I don't like this Twitcher thing anymore.
Wait. Have the DM take his shirt off. What the fuck?
That was Mark.
We checked that one off the box. Or checked that box off already.
Done.
Remember when
Done.
the internet
Oh, that's
went
right, he
down
did.
and he came back
He
on. He was
did.
like, hey, I got
Oh.
internet again, but I'm shirtless.
Like,
That sent them all reeling. That's when we lost followers.
Yeah. And all of the rolls are at disadvantage.
Welcome to the critical fail.
Just the shirt off.
I still have inspiration.
Dear Lord. That's awesome.
Well, cool stuff.
So next Monday?
Thinking we'll be able to do this again next Thursday.
Cool.
Oh, great.
Are we good to roll for Monday on Everyone Dies?
Character cross?
Yes,
what
we
was that?
should be.
Okay, great. Thank
Yay.
you.
Battle
Thank
at the
you,
cross.
Lord of Darkness.
Thank you
Yes,
guys.
thanks for running the game. Thanks everybody who's still stuck around all this time, still to keep watching. We're gonna go ahead and sign on off now, and we'll see you guys Monday.
Where are we at?
on,
Who is 1 FPS?
one
Dinu.
first-person shooter.
One first-person shooter. Commander Root. Dinu. These are all Jason.
They're all one person. All right. Good night, everybody.